And I already dropped some frames.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You already dropped the frames, yo.
Welcome everyone to the one and only, the best episode there ever was, episode 15. As we all know,
Well, I don't know.
Level Unlock Podcast, episode. There we go, 1-5.
I don't know if this is the best
am-
one. I don't know if I don't think that's it, Chief. I mean, we've had
Well,
some other
just the
pretty big
number alone.
bangers. We had some
we have.
bangers.
Oh no, we've had some amazing episodes. Just the number automatically
Yeah,
means.
we've talked about some super interesting things. Like, remember that one time we were talking about self-induced aurora borealises?
That was fantastic. Remember
Like-
that whole segment last week, like that 30-minute segment last week where we talked about Eve?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
Or
fantastic.
the first hour and a half when we talked about our weeks and didn't even realize it.
Oh boy, guess what? I'm gonna be spending probably a good hour and a half just by myself tonight.
Or how about me getting tattoos as Zelda? Or playing
I-
as Zelda, the
Yeah,
character
playing
Zelda.
as Zelda, the character.
You don't get tattoos as Zelda, you get tattoos of things from the game. Come on!
What the fuck,
Sorry.
Walker? Bar!
They're the goddamn same character. No, they're not!
No, they're not. Shut
Oh,
up,
good
Mom.
times.
No, they're not. Oh
Oh, good laughs. And we
man,
will
during
continue to
our
have
one
this
episode,
many, many more.
during our episode 100 clip show that we gotta have,
Boom! Oh,
we're
yeah,
gonna have
of
to play
course.
that shit.
That'd be amazing. I'll look back in the last
Let's
100
look at
episodes.
back at the next 100
Ah.
episodes.
Right?
Well, anyways,
That'll
ladies
be
and
next
gents,
year.
welcome. It will be.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Well, yeah, we'll get there. It'll come before we know it.
100
Wow.
episodes. That's, it's a minute away, man.
Yeah,
we 25 or 20 is right around the corner. So,
yeah.
welcome,
I
ladies
didn't think
and
we were
gents.
gonna make it this far.
Me neither. No, I knew we would.
Yeah.
We would. We got a great goop. A great goop.
A goop.
I can't fucking
A great
talk
fuck.
today.
Hey, do you Walker? Do you
have
want
a
me to
herd of
be?
Italians?
Do you do you want
Oh,
either me or
jeez.
Schroeder to be the MC here tonight?
Yeah, go ahead. I
Alright.
can't fucking get
You
words out for
you
the
can't
life of me.
fucking talk. Schroeder, be the MC for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
There we
the
go.
Level Unlock Podcast, episode 15. Tonight we're going to be talking about things that and other stuffs. Nuts! Drop the nuts. We're dropping nuts all over the table.
Everyone type
Oh.
nut in chat.
Yes, it's a
Nut.
teabag session. That's what's happening tonight. Teabagging all over these topics.
Oh my god. that is-
It's a bag of topics, not.
Yeah, get
taking
your minds
it
out of
off
the gutters.
Yeah.
Huh?
Jeez, you
Yeah.
sickos.
Sicko mode.
So, guys, what do we got on the docket for this evening? What's
We have a fucking lot.
Yeah,
a
we
lot?
Oh, we have a
Rumor has it, a
lot.
whole bunch. Rumor has it, there's been all kinds of activities happening on the internet about the gaming sphere.
Yeah, and I completely didn't even watch one of them that was like 2.5 hours long.
Dude, Walker, that was the best wah 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 I've ever heard come out of a human's face. That was incredible. No, there's a guy I work with, and like there was a week where we just kept doing that over everything.
What did you
It
do?
was so
you,
stupid.
you just did the air horn
Wah,
sound?
wah, wah. Yeah. For like all week, dude.
Oh, that's
That
amazing.
was the cleanest I've heard come out of somebody. What's up, Mark? We got Mark hanging out in the chat. Who do you guys got anybody chilling, lurking in your chat right now? I got my buddy Acid hanging out with us. Welcome.
Hi, Acid.
Welcome. Got Mark.
Hi, Mark.
I got the
Marky
one and only
Dylan?
myself.
All right, well, you know.
I'm sure I got someone in chat. One or two,
Yeah, we'll
like
see where we're
3
at in a
people
little
in
bit.
Oh,
chat.
heck yeah.
Usually
well,
takes a little bit for people to
let's-
show up.
Yeah.
We before we get in, we missed our intros. I can't speak, but
Yeah.
so let's start with you, Schroeder. Let's get you. Who are
Yeah.
we? What do we do? What do we love? And where can we find us?
Oh yeah, so Splash Screen Gaming on the Twitch is probably the main place where other human beings can check out what's going on right now. We have our Discord, which is we're working on getting it all set up, and that's Acid there being the wizard in that field for our whitelisted GTA RP server that has been almost done for 5 weeks. So, we're getting there, man. Actually, that's the team hanging out with me right now. We got Acid and Mark, and myself, kind of working on trying to build this thing. Mark is the master wizard of it. But
The master.
you know, we're figuring
wizard.
it out. Yep. Honestly, dude, a couple weeks ago, I didn't know how to do none of that stuff, and last night, with the combination of knowledge that
No,
I built a mod. I took 3 mods and turned it into one mod that does something different. And it worked perfectly. There's just one thing wrong with it, and it's just it's just something that I want to change in it. But that's what I've been up to.
Though.
So other than that, there's we're on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch or YouTube. This video, I post these videos to YouTube as well. And then when something terrible goes wrong, like for instance, which by the way, Captain, I need to send you some of this cover art I have because there's every once in a while because I stream this live, right?
Mhm.
So every once in a while, like a couple weeks ago, for like the first 45 minutes of the show, I didn't have my desktop audio on.
Oof.
Yeah,
We've all done that.
yeah.
I saw a tweet the other day that just rings true to a T. It says, "You haven't been a streamer unless you've talked for 20 minutes with your mic off."
Yeah, that's super duper true, man. That is super true. And here, I'm going to drop into the link here for your guys' channels when people jump on. This is the application for the for the registration. We have an application for open registration of the
GTA.
DOOL GTA RP
Nice.
server. But it's you know what the name of you know what Duel stands for?
Mm-mm.
Days of Our Lives. We're gonna switch the intro music. Like when you join the server, it's gonna be the picture from the show,
Yes.
and it's gonna be the music.
Yes.
It'll be so cool. I
That's
can't wait.
fucking amazing.
This is
It's
the
gonna be
days of
funny.
our lives.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'll play the YouTube video on the channel here.
That's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna get copyright. I can't do it. I can't
yeah,
do
I'm
it.
gonna get copyright too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me the other day when you and Miller James were playing. I was like 45 minutes in and come to realize they couldn't hear you or me. One of my guys comes on, bro, there's no audio. I looked at the time, 45 minutes.
Yeah. No wonder my retention is terrible. Terrible. Oh, I dropped the
just keep hitting F in chat for that.
yeah. So I dropped the link into the chat for the application for the server, which I haven't even looked at yet. So this is the workings of Mr. Acid. I'm looking. I'm gonna fill it out too. But I dropped it in the Discord if you guys want to copy and paste it into your chats.
I just did.
Yeah,
Thank you very much,
I'm about
guys.
to do that.
Maybe put it on the Twitters and yeah. I need to get with you guys on getting access to that stuff so I can post things.
And
to
make
it as
sure
well.
too, if anybody's listening, like to participate in this, reach out to Schroeder Splash Screen Gaming, reach out to us, Level Unlock Podcast at gmail.com, or tweet at us at our Twitter page, which is what, James?
LVL Unlocked Pod.
Boom.
LVL Unlock Pod, baby.
So that way we can share this, get everyone in who wants to be in, and go from there. James, tell us about yourself.
I am James, People I Hate Studio Skelzidi, and you can find me at a bunch of different things. YouTube.com/People I Hate Studios, Twitch.tv/People I Hate Studios. I got my first follower on Mixer the other day. That's pretty cool. Mixer.com/People I Hate Studios.
Nice.
And Twitter.com/People I Hate 10.
That's fucking awesome. That's amazing. And as Jesus Christ, I still can't even talk. So me, the
And
person
I'm
who
the
can't
one that
get words-
drinks during the podcast.
Oh Jesus. I am Mr. Jeremy Captain _ Geach 15 on the Twitter sphere, the Twitch, and the YouTube, and Captain Geach 15 on Instagram because my Instagram got hacked and people wanted me to send pictures, nudie pics to them to unlock it. And I said, no, fam. No, it's not actually nudie pics, but you know what I mean. So
They
Wait,
wanted you
was
to-
that Instagram that sent that message to you, or was that just some random person that sent that message to you?
When you click reply to the email, it's some fucking like 20,000 character email. But before you click into it, it says Instagram. It says Facebook, Instagram. But when you click it and it gives you this long description about what you have to do, you have to send this code with the picture with your handwritten code for us to unlock your profile because you post too much of the same shit.
Can't you
Essentially.
like? Could that have been? Could that have been avoided had you used like two-factor authentication or something?
I had it on. I had all that on there
Then why
So-
the fuck wouldn't they just send you a text message
Yeah.
or something?
because of like someone hacked into the thing. Same thing happened to Jeremy Miller, so he had to make a whole. I emailed Facebook and they just ignored my email.
Well, what else?
So,
Super rude, man. Yeah. What
Yeah.
else are you gonna do? What else
What
are you
else?
gonna do? Really?
so yeah, so that's why now I transformed my fitness profile into a gaming/fitness profile, which I had more followers on anyways. But I was gaining a shit ton of followers on the other one, but
Follow for
it
follow.
is what it is. A
got a good-
lot of Instagram is bots anyways. So
Yep.
Yeah. I got a good tagline for your fitness gaming channel.
Ooh,
What?
this is gonna be good.
Ready? Right? Dispelling the myth of the unhealthy gamer.
Ooh, that's actually legitimately good.
that is
Yeah.
really good.
I'm shook. I
Well,
am.
I thought
I am
that's
absolutely
perfect.
shook.
Yeah. Well, I've thought about that as a channel, but I can't. I just
I can't
Health?
fitness.
health. I can't. Yeah. I can't fit.
I like that because not only are
Yeah.
you're gaming at the same time. A lot of people think of gamers as these fat blobs.
So check it out. Here's an example of something you can do.
Yeah.
You can make these as like weekly quests
Ooh.
to get your audience on board. So like for instance, how many steps would it really take to get from the very bottom of Mount, what is it, Hogrolf, where the
think so.
dragons at the top of it in Skyrim,
Yeah.
the mountain in Skyrim? How many steps up the stairs?
My
Would it
son's
take-
naked walking behind me. That's why I covered up my camera.
I would just put that camera up right now.
Yeah, just point
Just
that up.
point
yeah.
that shit up.
Be safe. Yeah, how many steps would it take to get to the top of that mountain? You know, and then make that a quest to see who can complete it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's such a really good idea because there are all the mountains and trails that are around here. So
Right.
there is actually legit mountains and trails
Mhm.
like around here, and actually take that into like make a game quest into like an actual real life thing too.
yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
like
rad.
all that
Not
type
that
of
how many
stuff, man.
people I don't know how many people actually follow me that live in Arizona, but nevertheless.
But still, though. Yeah,
It's
that would
it's
be
a
really
1,000
cool.
steps, Acid says.
That's a good
Do
start.
you even fitness, bro? Something like that. What's the Beta system? Or not the Beta system? Well, yeah, so many parsecs to the Beta system or
The
whatever.
Dagobah
The
system.
Dagobah?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm totally failing that.
Yeah, you are. What? And you call
Hardcore.
you call yourself a gamer.
Yeah, I know.
More
Well,
like
the-
lamer,
yeah,
am I right?
Yeah.
Can I get a high five? Can I get a? There we go. Yeah.
But I don't know, just different things, just different little quest lines like that you can set up for yourself.
Yeah, that'd be rad. Yeah, have a whole bunch.
No,
of
I
different
do
quests.
like that. That actually is pretty cool. I didn't think about that. To kind of make it like an actual. Because I've been trying to think of ways to incorporate the two. To be completely honest with you, so
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Then you can do if you make it, say for instance you come up with your own recipe for something, well just
Yeah.
put like a healthy recipe, just find something in the gaming sphere that resembles it, and
Hmm.
put a little
Okay.
article together on making Rockwell stew or something.
I
which
like
is
that.
a Mark reference.
I like that. That's a good idea. Just combine.
Acid says it's 10,000 steps.
That's a lot of steps.
Hey, so it can be
Not
done.
That's a lot of
Right.
steps. I used to do that all the time at work. Like on a daily
Yeah.
basis, I used to do like 10,000 steps.
Right?
Oh, my ear hurts. Anyways, so talk about our weeks, boys.
Yeah, Walker, how was your week?
It's going good. It's signed up for personal training the other day, which I'm starting to regret. So I don't know if I want to cancel it or change the days. It's very expensive. It's very,
is.
very expensive.
It is.
So did that. Did the keto diet for 3 days, and then it stopped and ate like shit. So
As long as you didn't get sick,
You know,
no,
that
well,
was a concern.
I did start feeling like shit the one day on like the last day I did it, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I stopped. Just because my body just kind of felt like blah. It could be my job too, because how monotonous and boring my job is. Nevertheless, but then gaming wise, haven't done much. I gotta start getting.
Malarkey, you
Um,
haven't.
Gotten,
You signed up
what?
for a program. You, me, and Miller did.
Well, I meant like prior to that,
Oh,
we
prior
haven't
to
done.
that, okay.
Yeah, haven't done much. But yeah, we actually PlayStation Now in Schroeder. It's actually now available for PC. It gives you access to every PlayStation game,
Not everyone.
including
There's like
not everyone.
there's like over 700 games.
Yeah, including
On
Borderlands.
PC?
Yep. You stream
Yeah,
it.
you can.
Ooh,
you-
that's a ooh.
And
That's actually a super appealing
here's the
concept to the cloud-based gaming.
Here's the thing, too. Like, okay, so it's either $20 a month, okay, or you could buy a year subscription for $100. So essentially, you get 6 months free or 7 months free.
Yeah.
That's
And
not
it's-
bad, actually.
No,
No,
I've
it's,
been playing that a lot.
700 plus games, PS2, PS3, PS4, and that's essentially what me, James, and Miller have been playing the last couple days.
We tried
Can
playing
you- can-
Borderlands.
Can you play two-player games?
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
can.
with each other?
Yeah, you can.
all three.
Really?
Because essentially it emulates like either a PlayStation 4 or
Yeah.
PlayStation 3.
But it's not
Me-
even on your computer. It's on it's on the host server.
Yeah,
Mhm.
me, James, and Miller did a
The
couple
future.
minutes of Borderlands 3. Miller wasn't impressed, so we stopped playing. So
It so
Wow, and it gives you access to all those games.
here we go. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
All right, here, hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. PlayStation Now.
Is that what I just googled? Is
games.
PlayStation Game Network, PlayStation Game Network PC, and see what comes up.
Yeah, so here we go. Here's some of the games that you can get for it. You can get things like Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Mortal Kombat 10, the Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, For Honor, WWE 2K18, NBA 2K18, Red Dead Redemption, Civilization Revolutions, The Elder Scrolls Online, Mafia 3, Fallout New Vegas, Bloodborne, The Last of Us, God of War 3, Until Dawn, Uncharted 3, Shadow of the Colossus, Fallout 3, Batman Arkham City, Street Fighter 4 Ultra, Resident Evil 4 HD, Knack, The Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, Star Wars: The Complete Saga, Disney Universe, Katamari Forever, which is what I've been playing, Sonic Generations, and many, many more.
Sorry, I blew it up all big.
It's
Yeah,
it's pretty great. It's actually. Do you guys remember? What is it? Shit. There's this one service that used to be around on PC where you were able to stream games. You were able to download games onto your computer, and some of them were able to stream from it. But it's Sony bought that company, and they're using that technology.
I don't know.
wow.
Here, let me look that shit up. All right, fuck it.
They got Alter Beast on it.
Yep.
That's cool. Oh my god, that's a two-player game too. So you and your buddies could.
Yep.
Get down.
Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, it's pretty fucking rad.
Dude, I swear to God, if this has what I think it might have on it, I'm looking for it right now.
What are you looking for? I can tell you right now.
I'm looking.
All right.
I want.
Yeah, but no, there was a lot. Like we played Dynasty Warriors 8.
Those games are fun. Those games are super fun, dude.
I don't even. Oh, me and Miller
On
did
live.
Ghostbusters.
On live is the service I was telling you about. I was talking about. Oh, and then
Oh,
there's
they don't-
Gaikai. That's the one that
Oh, it
Sony
doesn't-
bought
Yeah,
for
It doesn't look like.
$380 million.
that's not
Yeah,
bad.
they don't have the one I was hoping they'd have. I was hoping to see Rampage, like Rampage World Tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that-
no.
It's not.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games in it. I think it's pretty cool that the fact that you can, play it on PlayStation on a PC now.
Mhm.
That essentially, as long as it's on there, we can play together.
Yep.
That's fucking cool, man.
You'll just need to make a
s-
PlayStation account. Yeah, that's it.
So we got that. Got one. I definitely getting some more Borderlands.
No.
Because
No.
Oh,
I
here's
do.
something for you, for your
What's up?
audience, Walker. I think I was on Fanatica. Uno is $2, I think. right now.
Nice.
Oh, it's on sale again.
Yeah, it's on Super Sale. It looks like, yeah.
Nice.
I think I'll check it again in a second, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I seen.
The
I think it was
epic
yesterday,
battles
anyways.
of Uno, where friendships are lost and
Yes.
I say
the
fuck
strength
a
of
lot.
French. Uno. Yeah.
Oh no!
With the strength, with the bonds of friendship are truly tested.
Dude, it's that
Main
I've
line.
never swore so much in a game ever in my life. If you want to watch some funny content, go watch our previous
Wow.
our videos of us playing Uno. They are fucking hilarious.
Family
Um,
Feuds are both
Family
created
Feuds.
and
Family Feud's a good one to play too.
Oh yeah. Here in Tucson, we broke a record, which is pretty intense. So for the month of May, Tucson broke the annual rain record of 1.08 inches of rain.
Whoa!
Boom!
Whoa!
that's that global warming, bro.
Yeah.
We broke the record. Usually May, Tucson for rain, we get 0.2 inches.
Jesus.
So we basically get a 0.25, which is insane. It is a record that has been there for over 170 years.
Fuck. That's crazy.
The rain percentage is up 470% from last year.
Wow.
It's just hilarious
That's
to see it.
crazy.
Yep, we got 1 inch of rain, and we were fucking breaking records like no tomorrow. Well, yesterday when it was like thunder and lightning and shit like that, it rained for like 5 seconds. That's
Yep.
it.
Yep.
It barely rained. And I was like, Jesus, this was uneventful. Yeah, I was telling him yesterday. It's literally rained 3 times since the last 2 months I've been here. 3 times, and it's lasted less than 3 minutes each time. It rains, but it's not even hard rain. It's like sprinkling, and then it stops.
I've had people tell me that if you put it'll be raining, so your hair's a little bit, tiny bit wet, but your
Yeah.
feet are dry because it doesn't actually reach the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It evaporates before it even hits the ground. Really,
yeah, it's fucking weird.
that is
But-
weird.
So
That'd be
we'll see.
great. Could you
Um,
imagine how cool that would be? You're fucking walking around in the rain, but your feet are straight dry. Like that'd be cool, bro.
But yeah,
Playing
I
in
am.
the rain. Oh, different game.
So that was kind of cool to be a part of. Not that was absolutely hilarious. You know, we broke a record, average 1 inch. Woohoo!
Woo!
Today was a little cold though.
Oh yeah.
They,
how fucking cold was it, motherfucker?
So today's high was only 80 degrees.
I am looking at my Google Home right now, and it says that it's 50 degrees right now. And I have my fan on because I'm a little warm.
Right now it did drop. It is 67 degrees right now, so it did drop a
It
little
does
bit.
get cold in the desert at night.
It does. Tomorrow's gonna be not hot, but still average at a good old 86. And then I got 92, 99, and then 91, 81, 48, and 88.
Tomorrow's high
I'm
is
sitting
supposed to be
at 78
49.
right now, 79 right now.
That's so depressing.
Yeah, man. Jesus.
Tomorrow's high is supposed to be 40 fucking 9. It's not even supposed to break 50.
Boom. Good
Tomorrow's
old
high
80,
is supposed
baby.
to be 83.
There you go.
Low
Not bad.
72.
You got it. Y'all have that humidity though.
No.
Yeah, the humidity's
So
no
your
joke,
80,
bro.
your 83 is gonna feel much different than my 83
Oh, yeah.
here in Arizona.
Yeah, do they
83 in
give you the
Arizona's
feels?
fine.
Doesn't tell you what it feels like, but it says it's 79 right now.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, there's no.
Oh,
So
it's
it
raining.
sucks.
I hear some noise going on, and I'm like, what the fuck is
Ain't-
that noise? Oh, it's rain.
Ain't no humidity her.
No, because you don't have any liquid there. Liquid. All right. So,
so,
how was that it or
Yeah, I got nothing else really. Schroeder, how about you?
sure?
I don't know. I kind of already went through everything I did this week.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I just did a lot of server editing.
Just server.
and stuff. Yeah, just server, just more server. Don't worry. I'm telling you what though, when this thing is up and running,
You're gonna
Oh,
have
but
all the
bros.
time in the world to do anything you want.
dudes, once this thing is up and running, like I don't know about all the time in the world, but it is going to be a game changer. Like most of the channel is probably going to be catered primarily around this like this. It's probably going to be a lot of this because it's so funny. It is. There's a couple people that I watch on a regular basis, and every time I turn it on, the lulz are real, man. They're so funny. Just the random stuff that you do. He won't have. Oh, he says I'll have no time because I'll be an admin.
Psych.
Yeah.
Psych.
Nah, actually, I am going to be the. I don't know about everything else, but I am going to be the head of the Department of the Labor Board or whatever.
Nice.
Hey, I applied for it, just so you know. I have.
Oh, did you? We got one application, Acid.
Boom.
I'm gonna apply.
I don't know what the next thing
I'm
to
gonna
do is.
apply tonight after this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot my
Well, we need people.
app.
We are going to need people here real soon because we need to test out some of the criminal jobs.
Well,
and a lot
hey,
of the
that's what
criminal
I
jobs
am.
you
I'm a
can't-
dirty fucking criminal. I'm Italian,
Yeah.
motherfucker. I'm
And you
running my
can't
own
do
mob
it.
boss.
That's the thing. You can't do it unless you have two. You have to have two cops online. So usually there's only like 2 or 3 of us even playing
Period.
at one time. Most of the time it's just 2. Yeah, or because we're all just editing. So we're getting there, man. But
Remember, if
that's what I've
anybody,
been doing all week.
anyone listening partakes either in the live stream now or the audio only like to participate in the live action role playing GTA 5 that he is talking about, message Splash Screen Gaming or message us at levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com, and
Mhm.
we'll definitely get you the application so you can apply.
Yeah, we do. He just dropped a line. We do also have a dool DOOL GTA@gmail.com.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, so that's neat. That's new. See, that's what he does. He takes care of a lot of that stuff. He's the one that got the Discord up and running and getting the Twitch account set up and the Twitter and all that other stuff.
He's kind of the PR
like
guy.
Yeah, he's like that's his superpower is the PR
Nice.
stuff.
Good
He's actually
shit.
he is really good at it. Yeah.
So how about you, Mr. James? How was your epic week?
Whew. Boy, it was a hoot and a half. Let's see. I played some Days Gone on stream a few nights ago. That's still great. I'm having a blast playing it. No crazy shenanigans happened where I got super hard, so oh well, what are you gonna do about that? Let's see here. Thursday, I watched a man's YouTube career literally explode. That was fun. I watched on Thursday as well. I watched. I'll get to that in Anime Corner because we got an Anime Corner this week. I watched Detective Pikachu.
You did?
I did. I went and saw it in theaters on Friday. Yeah.
Would you like it?
It was fucking fantastic. It's the best movie I've seen in theaters this year. Like, not
Really?
even a joke. I had so much fun with it. It was more packed. Like, the theater was more packed than it was for Endgame for me. Like, there was someone.
Wow.
Remind me.
There was someone from the movie theater that was like, hey, as soon as you would walk in to the room, they'd be like, how many of there are you? And me and my buddy were like, yeah, there's 2 of us. And then they grabbed another worker for the movie theater, and they're like, here, find him 2 seats. And so we get up into, we actually had great seats, like pretty, not super high up, but like pretty high up, right in the middle. So we had perfect view of everything.
Cool, man.
And yeah, it was packed. There was probably like 10 seats available, like 10 seats open, and they were all in the very front.
Just what I hate about being broke. I can't go to any of the fucking movies. I want to see these damn movies. This is like the year of movies. There's been all kinds of great movies.
I know.
I'm gonna see now. Mark says those tats are awesome, by the way.
Nice.
And he says he also says that the theater was packed for him as well when he went.
When did he go?
He went, I think, a couple days ago too. I bet it was packed. I thought Ryan Reynolds as that character. He does so many different
Yeah, I was worried at first.
voiceover works. Me too. That's what I'm like.
But he kills it.
Does he?
Kills it as Pikachu. Oh,
he went in Thursday.
you went in Thursday? Oh, I went in Friday.
They gave you packs of Pokemon
They gave
cards.
me a pack of Pokemon cards that I haven't opened. I was waiting for the podcast to do it. There's 10 cards that you can get, okay? So I need to go see it a few more times to make sure I get all the cards. But let me.
What an amazing marketing ploy.
Let
the
me-
bastards.
It is.
Yeah, I know, right?
Those bastards.
That was like that reminds me of when I saw the first Yu-Gi-Oh movie. They had a pack that they gave you when you went into the
Well,
theaters, but it was the same
Remember
fucking card.
the original Pokemon card? I mean, the original Pokemon movie.
The Mew, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you
the
got a
new card,
special
yeah.
edition
Hey,
Must be the money.
Mew. Hey, you got a
Okay, so
special edition Mew.
all right,
Archmage. Thanks for the follow, guy.
all right. So I could have gotten. There's two variants of Detective Pikachu.
Welcome to the show. and
There's
everything.
Charizard GX, Mewtwo GX, Greninja GX. There's a Bulbasaur, a Psyduck.
Knock it off. Show it to us. What are you doing? Just
Well,
read
hold
them.
on, here. These are all the cards that I could have gotten. Right
Okay.
here. So these are the cards that I got. Okay, I got Detective Pikachu.
Let's see it. Let's see it. It's a
Nice.
foil.
They're
Would you
all
look at
they're
it.
all foil, and I got a Snubble.
What the hell's a snubble?
This guy.
Oh, the dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the two cards I got. Those are the exact same cards my buddy Max got. That's kind of lame.
They only give you two?
Yeah, they only give you two, and then they give you some. I can get official merchandise from PokemonCenter.com/shop. But that's cool.
Mark, did you get the cards?
Mark, what cards did you get? You gotta let
Yeah.
us know.
Oh, he told me already. He got a Charmander and a Detective Pikachu.
Oh,
I bet it's. I wonder if it's regional at all.
that.
Can you use those in the game though? Do they have the normal backs?
Yeah, I mean they're official. Yeah,
They're like
yeah. Like
legit-ass cards?
I could put
What's
this
its
into
power?
a deck.
What's it say? I can't read it.
It is play rough for 2 colorless energy. I can flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. So it could be 10 plus 30, so 40 damage. And then
Nice.
Detective Pikachu, he has Coffee Break, which for 1 colorless energy, you heal 30 damage. And Corkscrew Punch, for 2 colorless energy, you do 20 damage.
The games, the card games, I collected Pokemon cards like no tomorrow. But in terms of actually playing it, I never really played it.
It's a lot of fun.
Like
it is fun. You
I
ever
played
play
it a
Magic
little
the
bit.
Gathering?
I have played a little bit of Magic the Gathering, but when it came to
Fucking
actual
nerds.
playing the card games, Yu-Gi-Oh
Oh
is
yeah,
what I played.
I put.
I remember that. Yeah.
I'm
I
looking at
played
my
Yu-Gi-Oh
one.
more than anything.
I'm looking at my one Yu-Gi-Oh deck right now.
Yeah. No, I
That's
played
just
Yu-Gi-Oh more than
collecting
anything.
dust.
I played a little bit of Pokemon, but I never really got into it because I didn't really have anybody else that had them. But Yu-Gi-Oh cards I did.
Yeah.
At the same time, Pokemon cards got banned from my school because
Oh,
kids
Yeah.
were stealing them and shit. So
So
Kids
So-
are fighting, getting
Yeah.
into fist fights over them.
I
Maybe
So
at
I-
home printing them out. This card's infinity. That's not a real fucking Pokemon. Get out of here. That's not a real Pokemon power. Glitch.
They used to have at Toys R Us. They would have a Pokemon
Coffee
League.
Break is pretty overpowered.
It's pretty OP, I will admit. They used to have like a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament and like a Pokemon tournament at Toys R Us like every Saturday when I was
yeah,
younger.
I went to the Yu-Gi-Oh ones with one of my friends all the time.
I was there all the time too.
remember
I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
probably met you, Walker,
We
when I
probably
was
did.
younger because my mom worked
Yeah.
there and I would go there and help
You guys
out every
cross paths
Saturday.
all the time.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, because my one friend was really big into it,
Ouch.
and I would go. Sometimes I would take it serious. Other times I'd lose on purpose just to go to play in the play with all the toys.
Yeah. I remember this one time. It was we were doing like 2v2 tournament, and
Mhm.
my partner got fucking wrecked, and the other two they were like, yeah, we still have like 8,000 life points, or
That's
no,
funny.
it was like 4,000 at the time. It was during those rule sets. They had like 4,000 life points each,
Okay.
and I had like maybe
Truth.
2,000 or like 1,000 life points left, and I ended up winning. I was so happy.
That's awesome.
Dude, I
Yeah, we
still
probably
have
did
a
definitely.
massive collection of
yeah.
Magic the Gathering cards.
I never
Well, I
got
have a
into that.
massive collection, but a pretty fucking big one.
I have a couple. I don't have many of those cards left. I have my original set of Digimon cards.
Nice.
That no one ever played or touched. So I literally just collected those.
There
I
was
have
one
all
mother-
my Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
There was one motherfucker that would come to the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament at Toys R Us with with their Zatch Bell trading cards. And I'm like, wow, what? Even as a little kid, I'm like, that's obscure.
That was Zatch Bell. What is that?
So it was an anime where it was about this one dude. He had it was about like these basically almost like possessed doll fights. and you use magic. And the big thing is you would, I can't remember if there were actual cards. No, you would have different spell books, and you use this. You would flip through the spell books and use those as your attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a neat idea, but in like the actual like card game, you would have like a spell deck, and you would keep playing like cards onto it.
Okay.
No, I
That's
thought
funny,
it would
though.
be a cool game.
Hmm.
Remember the card game from Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
brought that back. Or no,
Did they
no,
really?
no. You could play that. I think on like there's a browser version of it, or I know there's a ton of
Is there
them
really?
on like the Android Marketplace on Google
Yeah,
Play.
it was such a simple concept, though, so I don't know. But yeah,
Triple
man.
Triad is what it's
Yeah,
called. Triple
yeah,
Triad.
yeah.
Yeah, or
it was fun.
Gwent is also fun in the Witcher series. Gwent's a lot of fun. That has its own standalone game. Yeah, no, there's like I didn't get into the Pokemon cards, like actually playing the Pokemon card game until I started working at Toys R Us. At the
That's
time, I
funny.
was watching some like YouTubers who did the Pokemon card game, and I got really into it, and I just so happened to be working at Toys R Us at the same time.
That's
so I was
funny
like,
though that you bring those tournament things up. We literally had to play together because
we had to have.
my best friend at the time, we went every Saturday. And the reason why I went, not so much to play, but like I said, I love playing with the toys. And then his mom always took us out for like breakfast/lunch
Yeah.
at Old Country Buffet.
There you
So
go.
like, fuck yeah, I'm going. I sucked asshole at them. I'm pretty sure I never won like any of them, just because a lot of the times I would always somehow I ended up going against my best friend in half the fucking tournaments. I just always let him win because he was one that like when he lost he got pissed.
Oh,
We all knew one of
yeah.
those kids.
We all had those. We all had those kids. Mine was named
His
Kevin.
PlayStation controller
Yeah,
had
mine was a
teeth
Ken.
marks on it. His PlayStation controller teeth marks every time he lost. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I had one actually punch me in the face
Oh,
and knock me
fuck.
back. Like he did one of these numbers. He did like a haymaker because we were playing Star Fox, and I kept shooting him out of the sky because I was on foot and he was on. It was a Star Fox multiplayer for the N64, I think. And I don't know if you guys remember that, but you could be a tank, you could be a dude that runs around, or you could be a plane. And I just kept shooting him out of the sky. And it was so funny because he hit me so hard, and I'm like, I fucking fall back in my chair, and I'm laughing so hard. He was so angry. I think pretty sure he sent me home because like he was that kid that had all the game consoles.
Oh yeah,
and,
that
yeah.
kid.
you know that guy. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
it
weird.
was-
I was that kid when I was younger.
Not me. You know, I was the kid with the
PlayStation
Sega that
2.
I had to blow into hoping it would work.
Hmm.
Yep. No, I had a PS2. My one friend, name's Alan. Yeah, he had all the different consoles. The Super Smash Bros. For the GameCube,
I
Melee.
have that.
He had all that shit, and he would always get so pissed when we'd play like 4 people. When us 3 people would team up against him, or we'd play
Cool.
WWE,
Oh,
SmackDown
yeah.
versus Raw. Or what? No,
WCW versus NWO on the N64. That was great.
those are good ones. What was the SmackDown games called? Was
There's
it WWE?
There's SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. SmackDown. Shut Your Mouth. There was the SmackDown versus Raw games. There was Day of
It was
Reckoning.
whatever the SmackDown ones were. Those were like the big ones we'd always play. We'd always do like tag teams and shit like
Yeah.
that. So those are fun. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, no, that's funny that you bring those up.
I know.
We had to.
We had to have. I still have my Pokemon badges. The first 2 League Pokemon badges. From there because
I had a couple of those.
we had-
no idea where they're at.
we had extra ones, and my mom's just like, "I'm going to take these for my kid," and they're like, "All right."
I don't remember how I got mine because I never qualified. I think the people just felt bad for me for losing so much.
Like this dude shows up every week. Like every week.
Every
Just
week.
give him one. You know.
I don't know how I ended up getting them, but I did.
Nice.
I remember I went to like,
There's the
what's that?
Pity.
Probably, you know what it was? They probably were just impressed with all the tattoos, is what it is.
Yeah.
When you
I
were
was
a
8 years
child.
old walking around with full sleeves, you know.
Oh, what's that other place? That other gaming place that was in Erie?
Gateway.
Games.
Gateway Games.
Gateway's still around,
They're
bro.
still around. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
they just moved to
GoldenEye 64 was the best.
Oh,
yeah.
that did not age well though.
No, it didn't, but it's still a good game though.
Yeah, it is still fun.
Yeah, I used to go there all the time too for the Yu-Gi-Oh card tournaments.
I used to go to Gateway for the Warhammer
Yeah,
stuff.
there was like
Yeah.
that's the only place in town to get Warhammer stuff.
I
Well,
went
there was
to-
another place.
Yeah.
There was two of them. There was Gateway, and then there was
Oh,
how was the name of
GameCore.
the other one? Yeah,
That-
yeah.
I live
GameCore.
right by GameCore.
GameCore was where you would get more
Magic
GameCore, I
and-
think, had more. No, I thought it was the opposite way. I thought GameCore had more of the Warhammer stuff, and Gateway had more of the card games and the collectible miniatures.
I don't think so. I would have to go back in there. I know GameCore has a lot of video games now too. Last time I was in there, they had like video
Do
games
they?
and stuff. Yeah, they sell games.
I don't know. You know what? I've always thought. You know what I always thought? I always thought Gateway was like a front for something, because like when you walk in there, you're like, this is a lot of room.
Yeah,
There's a ton of space in here, and there's not a lot of product on the wall.
Yeah.
Really. Like
let me tell you, that owner is
there's
super
something else
nice.
going on here. He is.
Me and the
Dude's
owner would
great.
bullshit all the
Cool.
time. Back when, because they moved it from the West Erie Plaza to a little bit across the street. And I was talking to him because I wanted to do a video series where we would just play board games, and he was super excited for it. He was like, "Yeah, that's awesome."
Yeah.
And then
That's awesome.
I
Let's do
never
that, yeah.
I never got a chance to do it, and he moved. I think it was somewhere like near downtown. I think he moved to.
Yeah.
nice.
Hey guys in the chat, what was
Yeah.
the name of the store in your town? You know, when you was growing up. That
What was
had
your
the-
game store?
Yeah, what's your Blizzard? Dude, that was one of the reasons I love going to. What do they call that place? The computer parts store.
Was
Micro
that-
Center out in Cleveland.
Oh,
they
Micro-
got
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
got a Games Workshop right across the street.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
I love going.
I
in
went
there.
to a Games Workshop down in Atlanta years ago.
Nice.
They didn't have a fucking game store in that mall though, which is weird.
The
Like a
malls
video
here have some weird stores. They have some nostalgia. They have like classic like comic book stores, things
nice.
like that. Like
Dude, those
Um,
stores, like if you put them in the right place, man. I've
Oh,
always
yeah.
thought Erie
There's-
needed something that
the-
more swag and
Yeah.
kind of like what's that one place?
FYE.
Yeah, like FYE evolved. They used to be all kinds of movies and CDs and everything. Now they're like some CDs
Bunch
and
of-
primarily.
Bunch of overpriced swag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, which is awesome. I love going into those places now.
They
I used to
had-
hate going in there as a kid.
I know,
but
right?
as a-
Oh, what the fuck? The Rex.
FYE's
the-
the shit.
What the fuck's the Rugrats? The Rugrats bar. What was that called? They had it to turn your mouth green.
Oh, the Rex.
Reptar bars.
Reptar,
Reptar bar.
Reptar
Yeah, that's
bars,
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
They
had
also
them,
have
yeah.
Bootios there. You can buy
Yes, they
Bootios
do.
there.
Budio.
It's WWE.
WWE thing.
New Day.
Mark says New Dimension Comics in Pittsburgh was a comic chain. Played D&D there every Monday for years. Acid says Rare Collectibles is where I got all my epic Yu-Gi-Oh cards from.
Barnes and Nobles the Barnes and Nobles up here has a D&D night.
Nice.
Barnes
Yeah,
and
there's a-
Nobles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arch says, crap, can't remember. Oh, Arch doesn't remember. Acid says he played tournaments at the Toys R Us as well.
No shit.
Nice.
That's cool.
I don't know if it's the same one.
Probably
but
not the same
right
one,
on.
but yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, the balls here. There's it almost reminds me of Gateway or whatever it's called. There's a huge open area with tables and stuff. I walked past it and they were playing D&D.
Mhm.
And what other side was playing Magic the Gathering. They had it split. I was like, that's fucking awesome. And then there's another store. What are they called? Pop figure?
Yeah, the pop figures.
Vinyl.
Pop finals, yeah.
Yeah, so they had huge section of those as
Oh,
well
so
as
like a
other little-
GameStop.
kind of, but
Yeah.
they don't have video games. They just had a bunch of like other things in relation to that. Like they had phasers and all I would say a combination of FYE and GameStop without the games or CDs or DVDs.
What's the name of that store right up the street from you, James? It was there when we both left, Walker.
Where?
Right up the street from Best Buy. It
Uh,
had where you buy things and sell things.
The Exchange.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Exchange.
I love that
Yeah.
place. I've spent.
Yeah.
I always make the joke, but I'm probably 100% serious when I say when that place opened, I probably paid for their rent for like 2 months.
That would be
That's
cool. I would love
hilarious.
to like work or
I
don't know,
applied
if
there.
it pay.
Did you?
If it was, see, the problem is you, man. Unless you're doing shit on the side, you
Yeah.
ain't making no money working at a place like that.
I applied there before Best Buy, and they turned
I'll
me
be right back. I
down.
gotta get my wife's here. I gotta give her flowers for Mother's Day.
I
talking.
Mother's Day. Oh, let's we'll wait for him to come back. We'll do a quick shout
Yeah.
out to all the mothers out there.
Yeah, I applied there before getting the job at Best Buy, and I think they didn't hire me because I had a Spotify subscription. I was
Say that again.
They didn't hire me at the Exchange because I had a Spotify subscription.
What?
'Cause
Why
I
would
was-
they not hire you?
Because it's killing their business. And people aren't buying CDs.
How did they know?
Because they asked
just
me.
asked you?
Yeah, they asked me. I was like, I'm gonna be truthful. I do. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm like, all right, fuck you guys. I'll still spend money here, but fuck
That's
you guys.
Nuts. That's fucking crazy.
That guy isn't there anymore.
This dude
so-
here, Arch says he has a massive collection of pop vinyls. He lives in the middle of nowhere in Nova Scotia, Canada.
Nice. Good
Yeah,
old
he
Nova
says it's close-
Scotia.
Yeah, man.
That's
Great White North
That's
up
where
there, too.
real men live. That's some
Yes, I'm
real
in Florida.
gamer.
That's where us betas live.
I'm basically in southern Canada.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, when you really think about it, I mean, I went to a hockey game one time, and I actually got poutine there, so that's pretty rad.
Oh, dude, there's a good chance I'll be back by September.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's what I'm aiming for. Is sometime between now and September.
Nice. Just in time for the snow.
I know. I'm aware.
So collabs when?
What?
Collabs when?
What's that? What is that? What are you saying?
Collaborations?
Oh yeah, we'll be collabing
So when?
on some stuff.
So collabs when between you and me?
Yeah, we'll be all kinds of stuff actually.
Oh yeah. We'll be.
But I'll
work-
probably
we'll-
be
Yeah, that'd be.
I'll probably be chilling there in Erie for probably a year or two, and then I don't know, probably head out to Arizona.
Yeah.
Try that out for a little bit. Because Erie's super humid and Florida's super humid, and I'm trying to.
Get
I
away
don't
from
want to
that
go
shit.
to Erie because of the winter. You know what's really weird down here in Florida?
What?
Because for Arch, I've only been down here for like a year and some change, but so my first year down here in this hot ass area, and the thing that I find strange is when it's cold, but stupid humid at the same time.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's weird.
That
Like
sucks.
that's super strange. Because like you get in your car, like you get out of the building, and most like everything's some sort of air conditioning, whether it's so it's dry, especially in an electronics store. So, like, oh, dude, you go outside and you're like, ooh, kind of nippy, and then you're like, okay for a second, then that fucking humidity starts setting in, and you're just like,
And you just see the
Sticky.
arms getting all frozen.
it's balls.
I will say though, like, speaking of cold weather, when it gets 70 degrees down here, it is rather cold.
Well, yeah, because you're fucking used to the Texas weather, dude.
110, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
you're used to Texas, dude.
Moving my camera really quick 'cause my wife's here, so I don't know. She's probably gonna be changing soon. So, for those who don't know, I had to move my gaming system into my bedroom because I gave my mom my gaming room because she came down to stay. So, because I'm a nice
Nice son.
son.
Happy
All right,
Mother's
quick
Day.
shout out to all the
Oh
moms.
yes. Speaking of
Quick
which,
shout outs to all the
yeah.
moms out there. We love you all.
yeah,
the best.
happy Mother's Day, and for the dads who are dad moms, happy Mother's Day to you too.
Right.
For the ones, there's not always the case where the dad's out. Sometimes the mom doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So, but no one ever talks about that though. They only talk about the
Well,
dads being pieces of shit.
Well, there's Father's Day.
Yeah.
You know
Well-
what? You know what? Fuck it. Get rid of Father's Day. Get rid of Mother's Day. Every day, just love your mothers and love your fathers, or your
There
father
you go.
figures, or your mother
There you go.
figures, motherly figures. You know, whatever you have,
But-
just love them every day.
In retrospect, though, Father's Day is not nearly as big as Mother's Day
No, it's not.
in any sense at all.
No.
Because
Right.
you have stores that will do special Mother's Day promos hilariously on appliances.
Yep. And vacuum
Um,
cleaners.
Oh.
Yeah, vacuum cleaners, things like
Ah.
that. You'll you have all that stuff. But for Father's Day, there isn't really anything.
Yeah,
It's
there
all
is.
Father's
The
Day.
fucking have you
Not
seen
really.
have you seen the ads for Lowe's and Home Depot during Father's Day?
Yeah, but there's
Okay,
no
yeah.
more Gander Mountains or any of those
Yeah.
type. Dick's Sporting Goods are like on their way out. Like, it's,
We have
No,
both a
it's-
Gander Mountain and a Stick Sporting
I
Goods here.
No, you don't. Gander Mountain's
Oh,
now
no.
a vertical jump.
Oh no, not Gander Mountain. We have what fucking opened up not too long ago? Like when you came back for that one time. Fuck, it's right over by B Dubs. I forget the.
Gander Mountain was over
Oh,
there
what
for
the
a
fuck's
second.
it called?
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh, we got a couple
It's
things.
it's
here.
Field and
it's not-
Stream.
it's not
Field
the
and
ba-
Stream.
Yeah, Field and Stream. There you go.
Has the same weather as me. Yeah, it's humid and annoying.
I was like, it's not the Bass
Hyper.
store, because they were thinking about putting that. What wasn't it? The Bass store?
Uh,
Like,
Bass
what-
Pro Shop.
Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, because they were thinking about putting that in there, but then they changed to Field and Stream.
yeah.
Instead.
Did they?
And then Cabela's was thinking about coming here, like right off of 90
Yeah.
by the Fairview exit, which is
Yeah,
weird.
and then
A weird place.
They all decided, nah, fam, we're just gonna make a. Hey, you
But
guys
you're
are
right.
getting, you guys are getting
Good.
Sonic though.
Yeah, we're getting a Delta Sonic, and we're also getting the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Can I
Yep.
just say that, boy, when I saw Detective Pikachu, and right before Detective Pikachu, they had the trailer for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Boy, did the Pikachu movie make Sonic look like shit.
You were so mad in that message about the Sonic movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It felt like it. I don't know. I've never. It's very rare. Every once in you know when you open up a text message and you look at it, you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
like
that dude's
ah,
angry as
there was
shit.
definitely some hate in this.
Yeah, it's-
Definitely
oh,
some
man.
hate.
This dude
I
was
probably still have the
emitting some
text.
negative
Hold on.
waves all
Some major negatives.
through time travel, man.
Super negatives right there.
I just over this damn Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
What's up, Mr.
Thanks,
Mike
man.
Richards? How you been, bro?
The great work. I appreciate it, bro. Since you guys are cool, I'll follow on my main account. Thanks. Yeah, dude, we do this every Sunday
Every
night. We
Sunday.
do this podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we try to aim. What time do we try to?
9:30.
Well,
10
I
o'clock.
think now we just kind of do 10 o'clock now.
Thanks for
Yeah.
the follow, man.
So
Yeah,
we
we
kinda-
try.
all right, here's
That's
here's my text to these two when the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer comes out. I go, guys, they dropped the Sonic movie trailer. Ellipses. I'm a little upset with all caps
Little?
and a bunch of exclamation points. And then the very next text, I go, a lot upset.
Dude, he was straight fuming.
The Sonic.
Thanks, Trevor.
I seen it. It doesn't look that
It
bad.
looks
What are you guys
fucking
What
terrible.
are you tripping about? What are you
Well,
gonna do?
Sonic looks like shit.
I know. I agree that it's not what my brain expected to see, but what are you gonna do? It's gonna. I think it would look. It might look weirder if they made it more cartoony. I don't know.
So,
No,
I
do
was
it like
telling
the
James this.
progressive commercials. They did it.
So I was telling James this. So when you start the Sonic trailer,
Thanks for the follows, guys.
when you start the Sonic trailer, he looks different. His eyes are big, and he's like, "I gotta go fast." And then he takes off, and then does that like Sonic boom that knocks out all the stuff.
And then Drake
like,
and
okay, he
Josh are
doesn't-
driving the car the other way, and he takes them out.
Yeah. And it doesn't look bad. The second he looks crappy is when the guy breaks down the door, says "free."
Meow.
Come on, dude. I was so loud.
Yeah, I know,
That was
right?
so
I'm fucking
loud.
pissed.
Yeah.
So when that part
that's when he looks like crap.
when that part happened during the trailer in the movie theater, everyone, and I mean fucking every single person in that movie theater goes, meow. Oh, Walker's gone.
Uh-oh.
He's probably
Arch said, Arch said a Sonic movie is a big nope.
Although on
Good
the
luck.
on the other hand, I am a little disappointed that we're not going to get the shitty Sonic look movie because man, the memes, Jack.
I know it would have been good time to buy stock in that, but
The memes,
like, yeah, the meme sauce for sure. I don't know. So yeah, right. He says ear rape. Be careful with that, man.
I'm sorry, but you know when I get a little emotional,
right when you feel the feels,
when I feel
gets
the
felt.
feels, the feels get felt, and I'm sorry I can't hold it in. much longer.
Walker, we got no audio, buddy.
There you go.
Sorry, I was thanking one of the guys who just followed me, but when I did that, it broke my Discord and you guys disappeared.
Yeah.
Don't you mean you disappeared?
I did.
Yeah.
Everything froze. I got really sad for there for a second. I thought I broke life.
the whole internet.
The whole internet exploded.
But so is that what they're doing? Are they fixing?
Yeah, they're fixing
They're
it.
changing it.
They're fixing
How
it.
the hell are they going to change it?
It's going to be very hard.
Yeah.
Very, very, very
they're
hard.
not-
The director of
They haven't changed the release date yet.
the
Yeah,
director
it's
of
not just a
Pikachu
reskin.
the director of Pikachu said he would not want to be in Sega's position because how difficult it's going to be to redo Sonic. It's going to be
Yeah.
stupid hard.
It is going to be stupid hard.
The head or like the quote unquote father of Sonic, he went to Twitter and was like, "Guys, I'm really thankful for all of you for being so passionate about it. I really hope that they do a good job. I know we are working very hard with Paramount Studios to make sure this is right." So it's the biggest backhand saying, "Fuck it, this looked terrible. Thanks, guys."
Yeah, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how they do it without changing the release date.
Yeah, man, they gotta potato chips.
But-
That's what I gotta say about that one.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm worried.
Well, I mean, maybe not. Who knows?
I'm-
If everybody's saying it's good, it's that hard. Like at first, I'm thinking, well, maybe it's just a reskin. No, like a texture pack.
whole new anime, whole new
Oh.
things, a whole new everything.
Yeah, they're redoing the whole entire the whole Sonic character itself. So we'll
Yep.
see exactly how
Boy,
how
Arch
that
says
plays
it's gonna
out.
take a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Oh, it's gonna be
Probably will take a
it's
lot
gonna
of
be
money.
super costly, but at the same time, they're hoping they get a good return on investment. So
Yeah.
Man, imagine being the
See about
person.
that.
Imagine being the person that was charged with making this version of Sonic, and then just going on Twitter one day and seeing everyone just shit all over their work. Oh, I feel bad for that guy.
that would suck.
I
That'd
feel
be like that's so
terrible for
heartbreaking.
that guy. But yeah, other than
Felt
that,
so good about it.
let me get back to my week. I played a lot of Katamari Forever. That game's fantastic. If anyone has not played any of the Katamari Damacy games, do it now, please. Like, fucking emulate it. I don't even care, because those games are great. They're the right...
How are they about?
I can't even explain it, man. You play as the Prince of the Cosmos, and your job is to roll up all these objects in the world to make stars out of them. To fill the
So, like,
sky with
everyday
stars.
life.
Yeah, just like, oh, hey, look,
That's
there's some,
interesting.
like, one of them is like, oh, hey, I'm in a zoo. I gotta try to get as many animals as I can, and just roll them up. And it's, like, super weird.
Just as a little side piece here, Arch says that maybe, as far as Sonic goes, that maybe they made it look like that for people, for people's reaction. And you
Oh,
know what? I
yeah.
thought the same thing. Maybe this was a
He's-
whole big marketing ploy.
He's a part of that camp. You guys are part of that
Yeah.
camp, I see.
They already had the reskin done. It's been
I
done
see.
for months.
I see. You're part of
But
that
they're like, yo, let's
conspiracy.
put out this. Of course.
Publicity stunt to get the word out there.
If it's a tinfoil hat, man, it's probably
Someone get
Like,
the hats.
I thought the same thing, man. I thought, what if everything's been fixed? All right, digressing, but yeah. So I'm with you.
idea.
I'm with you, Arch or Trevor. I'm with you, bro.
Quick,
Like,
somebody call Alex Jones. Get him in on this.
yep.
That's hilarious. It is very, very, very possible.
I wouldn't put it past him,
Booty.
to be honest. I would not put it
Sorry,
past him.
James. We didn't mean to interrupt your week. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
I
yeah.
played the Mafia 2. That game's pretty good. But yeah, so let me get into the other thing that I watched in a segment that I like to call Anime Corner. If you,
Anime.
Kawaii Desone. So for those who don't know, this is a segment where I talk about an anime that I've watched this week, or every other week, or whenever I decide to watch anime. I watched a movie called Your Name. So Your Name is a full theatrical release by guys keep talking, talk while I look this up, so it doesn't
Your
look like
name.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll pull it up too.
your
See what
name.
we got here. 2016.
Yep. It is made by Makoto Shinkai. So Makoto Shinkai,
You
it's
watching some feminine looking shit
Oh.
sometimes, bro.
boy, is this great. All right. So hold up. All right, listen to this. So it's
What is this?
It's a generic. Okay, so it's a meet cute movie. So
It certainly looks like something that would be called a meet cute movie.
yeah, are you guys familiar with the term meet cute?
No.
All right.
Uh-uh.
Guy meets girl. Guy thinks girl is cute. Girl thinks guy is cute. Boom, there you go. Meet cute movie. Pretty much every rom-com, romantic comedy, is a meet cute movie. So it's about this guy and this girl. They end up switching bodies. And so, like, the guy's like, I'm a girl, what the hell's going on? And the girl's like, I'm a guy, what the hell's going on?
Oh my gosh, this reminds me of Ramna. 1.5.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, actually a lot. So it's all about them, like, kind of trying to help each other out. Like, the girl gets a dude on a date with this one chick that he has a huge crush on. But they switch bodies all the time. Like, they switch back and forth. It's random when it happens. And they, like, leave notes with each other, on each other's cell phones about, what they did that day. And, like, what are the rules? What are you not supposed to do? Like, the girl's like, do not touch my boobs. And the guy's like, okay, honk honk. Every time. So, it's I don't want to give it away too much, because there's this huge twist at the midway through of the movie that made me go, what? And then it made me get all sad. I got sad. I started crying like a little baby. And then I got happy sad. Like, I was like, yay. And then I got super depressed and sad again. And I was like, no. And then I was just like, oh. And then I started crying again. And I was like, no. And then I was like, yay. As tears are just running down my face.
The fuck, James?
I had so many emotions going on during that movie. It was great. It was such a... The animation was fantastic. The art was great. The colors of the world was fantastic. The story was fun, if not, well, it was generic until that halfway point. Then it became really good and completely different. Yeah, and then it just pulled at your heartstrings, man. It pulled at the heartstrings many, many times. And this is a director that I'm now following, because
Nice.
he's only done like 3 featured films, and I'm going to watch every one of them. The other 2, I think I have the other one of their other movies ordered right now.
That's what's up.
This looks like one of those Japanese Disney movies, actually.
Like a Studio Ghibli, yeah, or Ghibli,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I don't know enough
Ponyo.
about that stuff to know what you. But yeah, it looks. I know there's there's a Disney of Japan.
yeah, it's called Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
Studio Ghibli is what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Ponyo movie or whatever it's called.
Ponyo,
Yeah. Castle
Spirited
in the
Away,
Sky.
yeah, Castle in the Sky, Mononoke, Spirited Away, My Neighbor
Kiki's
Totoro,
Delivery
Kiki's
Service.
Delivery Service. All those movies are fantastic.
I actually did like that movie. When I was a little kid, I remember watching that.
Oh, it's even better when you're an adult.
My aunt had it or something, and they threw it on, and I actually really enjoyed that movie. It was weird. It's like, when you're like 13 and you're used to watching the Amazing Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Howl's Moving Castle is what
Howl's
that one's
Moving
called.
Castle.
Which that one looked like it would be cool.
Mhm.
But I have a thing for floating city sky, like floating islands in the sky. I think it's like a thing.
It's
But
cool.
yeah, it's super neat. Yeah, that movie. Don't you guys find it kind of interesting how they're able to do that? Like these movies that in America would be super, like to have them be a cartoon would be weird, right? Like not like Howl's Moving Castle. That one's
Yeah.
pretty crazy. But like Like something like this one looks like. Is there like magic and all kinds of crazy shit that happens in
Nope.
it too?
Well,
So it's like just
yeah.
a straight melodrama,
kind of, yeah.
like a cartoon melodrama. Something that would have been cheaper probably if they used real actors. For it.
Probably, yeah. It is the highest grossing anime movie of all time, I do believe.
Get the fuck out! This one?
Yeah, this one. Your Name. I do believe so.
This is one of the highest grossing animes.
I think the highest grossing anime movie.
Weird. Well, all right, I'll check it out. I guess. When I
So
get a chance.
here's my final thoughts on it, because like I said, I don't want to give too much away, because it's everyone listening, everyone watching right now needs to watch that at some point. It's up there with movies like Akira and Spirited Away, if not a little higher than those. It's not only the best movie I have seen so far this year, but it is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Like, not even joking. No hyperbole
All right,
there.
Cool.
It's definitely recommended. I think I got it on Google Play for $4. I rented it and I was just like, I'm watching this all the way through.
Cool.
So that's Anime Corner.
Hold on, speaking of anime, cool.
Anime
Oh
corner!
wait, hold on, wait. Record scratch.
Hold on.
Speaking of Anime Corner,
Anime
Hold
corner.
on.
I'm holding.
hell is happening?
What should I hold on
Hold
to?
on.
What should I hold on to?
You can hold on to my heart, my friend. It's all yours, buddy.
Okay, sorry, my thing got unplugged. To finish anime quarter really quick, I want to talk about the last episode of Dragon Ball Super that I got a hard on for.
All right, I'm just gonna be over here. I'm just gonna be.
Oh yeah. Trevor here says tomorrow he's watching Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Oh, that movie's great.
So this last episode, Goku goes into this form. It's called Ultra Instinct. Essentially, what happens? He has a spirit bomb. You know what a spirit bomb is, Schroeder? The thing where he has all the energy above his head.
Yeah.
So he throws it at a guy. The opponent throws it back at him. He gets sucked. Yeah, he gets sucked
real
into
dumb.
it. He gets sucked into it, and he explodes. Well, you think he's dead. So, and everyone's like,
But
what
he's
the hell just
not on
happened?
the sideline though.
Yeah, so everyone thinks he evaporated because the energy that was inside the spirit bomb is just
Too
retarded.
much.
And all of a sudden, everything starts shaking. And then the line that literally gave me chills was when the god of destruction, his name is Beerus, was like, his angel guy was like, "Do you have something to say, Beerus?" And he was like, "He's coming." And all of a sudden, this huge beam of light shoots out of the ground. And you remember when you played Final Fantasy VII, the first you heard like Sephiroth coming? It was like, "Ba, ba, 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 ba,
yeah.
like music like that
Oh,
played.
shit.
And then Goku just basically rose out of the ground, spinning around in this brand new form. Like he has no
What
idea
color?
what's going
I
on
gotta
either.
know what color it is.
He's white.
It's
Super
great.
Saiyan
Si-
Y.
Great. Go,
grayish white.
Gohan Blanco.
God.
but,
Gohan Blanco. I love it, man.
but he just comes out and it's playing the music. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, oh. And then he just goes ham on the dude. But unfortunately, it doesn't last because he doesn't know how to control it. But I will say that was probably one of the best scenes of an anime I've seen in quite some time. Just the fact that he was like,
How many
"He's
forms
coming."
of Super Saiyan are there?
Super Saiyan,
There's gotta be
Super
like a
Saiyan. Well,
bazillion.
okay, are we talking about just Goku here, or are we talking about period? Because if we're
You
talking,
have 1, 2, and 3.
yeah, 1, 2, 3. Are we counting GT? Because then there's 4. If we're counting GT,
You could put Super Saiyan Blue in there, or whatever
yeah.
that one was.
There's Super Saiyan
Yeah.
God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. There's Super Saiyan, or well, Ultra Instinct, I guess. Well, no, that's not a form of Super Saiyan though. Ultra Instinct's not a form of Super Saiyan.
Yeah, they don't say it's
no,
a form of
that's a form of
Basically, he
God of
becomes a-
destruction.
Yeah, basically he becomes a god.
Technically, Krillin
that
could
form.
go Ultra Instinct.
Yeah,
Technically.
you just basically have to gather enough energy and power to break through your pure limit, and you basically get your aura becomes that of a god.
They say, Trevor here says GT is not canon.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
yeah, true. So 1,
not.
2, 3. Then there would be, okay, if we're talking about all Super Saiyan forms, you got Legendary Super Saiyan.
which is Broly.
Which is Broly, only Broly. There is the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. There is
that is blue.
You haven't seen it yet. There's Super
That's why they
Saiyan
made Super.
God, Super Saiyan Kaioken. Then there's the Super Saiyan versions that both Gohan or that Trunks and Vegeta got, where they got super buffed during the Cell games. There is
Where they couldn't move.
Yeah, where they couldn't move.
Because they were too fat or too muscular.
There's the there's Golden Great Ape. Well, no, because that's GT as well.
Yeah, that's GT.
So there's like 8
But
versions
Super
of
Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
So there's a lot.
Yeah,
there's quite
there
a few.
is. And then for those who don't know what we're talking about, so there's Super Saiyan God where their hair is red, and then that's basically a standard form, Super Saiyan God. And then there's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, but they felt that was too long, so they called it Super Saiyan Blue.
Or SSGSS.
Oh, I thought that was just my thing.
No.
That's a good name for it. Super Saiyan Blue. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just felt that it was too Super
Just
Saiyan
felt
God,
it.
Super Saiyan is too long of a name. So the English version dubbed it down to Super Saiyan Blue.
And same with the Japanese version too.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
But technically, Super Saiyan Blue isn't as powerful as Super Saiyan God.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan
Super
God,
Saiyan-
the only way to obtain Super Saiyan God is to have 5 Saiyans touch dicks with each other, and they transfer their energy to the sixth Saiyan.
Person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who ends up appearing as a blue dude with an orange
No, he's
mullet.
just red.
That
He's just red.
Yep.
It's not Captain Planet.
No, it's not Captain
No.
Planet, unfortunately.
Okay.
Not this time.
Not
Oh.
not yet. Ted Turner.
How
Yeah, but
many-
no one up.
Ted
How
Turner.
No
many
one
times
ever
has it
goes,
touched for Captain Planet to show up?
Yeah, I know, right?
He's our hero
I'm
after
surprised,
all.
I'm surprised we haven't.
Could
got
you
that movie
imagine
yet.
if somebody did that, replaced all of Goku with just straight Captain Planet, everything,
Oh my god, that'd
like a
be
whole
fucking weird.
season of it?
I almost
I
fucking
am
spit out
saying-
my beer.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten a Captain Planet movie yet.
It's coming.
Oh, I guarantee it
Turner's
is.
working on it.
I guarantee it is.
He's gonna
Turner.
He's gonna take pollution down to 0. Boom, boom. Captain Planet.
God, that would be such a funny-
hero.
Oh my god, that'd be such a. It would be movie would be so bad it'd be hilarious that it did a lot of money, or it literally would do no money.
The only person that could play Captain Planet is Ted Turner. Ted Turner would have to play Captain Planet.
Right?
Chris Evans,
No, Ted Turner.
Captain America.
No, Ted Turner.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Thanks for chilling, Acid. Have a good night, buddy.
Good night,
Oh
Ashton.
man,
No, it's gonna be. You know who it's gonna be? It's gonna be. What's the name of it? I can't think of his name. The dude that was running for president. Oh, what the hell's his name?
the Republican or
Marco
Democrat?
Rubio?
No, the guy he did not last time, but the time before that. He was God, he invented the internet. Or he says he did, never mind. When
No,
I think of it.
I'm curious now.
What the hell
Was it against
It's a big joke.
Obama?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. What's his name? Captain Planet.
Yeah,
He's
the
the
one
that's
that
all
has.
about global warming and greenhouses.
He's
and
the
gases
one that
and-
has, like, we have an entire center here in town based off of him.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Al Gore?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's who I'm
Was-
thinking of.
you're thinking Al Gore?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna have Al Gore play Captain Planet.
I know who you're thinking of, James.
Yeah,
I know
what the fuck's his
the
name?
Tom Ridge
Tom
Center.
Ridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about Al Gore.
Okay. I was worried because I know Tom Ridge was running for president too. He tried.
Yeah, he tried.
Right.
It didn't work.
He's gonna end crime. Or he's gonna end pollution by producing a carbon tax on the main villain
There you go.
He's gonna take pollution down to 0
through carbon taxes
through carbon.
So you guys want to get into?
that you have to pay him.
Yeah, you have to pay
There you
him
go.
directly.
Directly.
You have to go to his house and be like, "Here's my money."
Yes, and if you don't, well,
Well,
then you gotta
you're
deal with a
gonna be
fucking
in
blue
for
dude in a mullet.
you're gonna be in for a hurting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you will be. So you guys want to shift into news?
Yeah, what's good? What's in the news?
A lot.
News.
A lot.
We need to get like a sound.
My
We need to get like a sound, like a new sound, like a
news.
There you go.
News.
Does that button do anything but say nut?
Yeah, that's it.
Can you make it say other
no,
things?
literally all it says is nut. Best $11 I ever spent on Amazon.
This just in.
Bum 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 bum. Let me see if I can find it.
All right.
You want to go first? Want me to go first?
Everything's
Who wants to go
copyrighted.
first?
Well,
I'll go first.
Jeff, go
Jeff, go first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
how about this one? Somewhere in Kentucky, there's been a blue fog rolling in, and people have been getting sick.
Oh.
What?
That's for the other podcast, my conspiracy theory one. Never mind.
So okay, all right.
Yeah. That's for something else. Forgot about that. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a big problem. That's why I never have any news for this channel. It's all my head's full of Morgellons and
Oh,
Black
my
Goo
God.
and how Hillary Clinton is a lizard overlord.
It's all them
People are-
chemtrails.
Yeah, it's the chemtrails, man. They're fucking with me. How they chose the 60 hertz frame rate because it's the easiest frame rate to control people's minds with, and 120 is just
Oh my
twice as
God.
good.
That was literally the greatest thing ever.
Fucking crying.
They really are. They're sending people to the moon. You hear about this? There's all sorts of.
Oh my god.
Maybe you have your anime corner. I want a goddamn conspiracy corner. I want a conspiracy bunker.
Please.
We're
There you
going to
go.
conspiracy
Please.
bunker. That's what we're
There you
doing.
go.
Please.
You know,
Yes.
they're
That's
sending
fucking
people.
amazing.
They're sending people to the moon. Why? We don't know. Why are they doing it? Why are the top scientists going to the moon?
Oh my God.
What's this fog that's rolling up in Kentucky and getting everybody sick and killing livestock? And dogs and cats are missing out of people's houses. The black helicopter's gonna come and take your children away.
Oh, that is the greatest thing ever. We'll definitely have to get that
Fuck.
this conspiracy to debunker.
Fuck. The conspiracy
Yeah,
bunker. I love
No,
it.
not the
No.
conspiracy debunker.
No, the conspiracy
The
bunker.
bunker.
I got you.
Yes. Yeah.
I like
God
that.
damn it!
Oh
I can
my
see that being
God.
confusing.
I can't. Oh my god. I don't even know if I can continue on with the news. I can't top that shit. Nothing we have on the docket can top that.
No.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
other than that, the only news I have is that Uno was on sale.
Yes.
It's like it.
Oh no.
Oh, that is. Oh my God, that was
Fucking
absolutely. That
hell.
was a fucking
All
gem.
right. Well, since that's all the news I have for today,
James, what do you got?
James, what do you got for us, buddy?
All right. So Sony had a thing. They had their state of play. Speaking of blue fogs, Monster Hunter Iceborne got a confirmed release date. Get it? Cause blue and ice. Yeah, sure. September 6th. There's some other stuff, but we'll get into that later. There's a game called Riverbond that they announced. It's a 4-player couch co-op, top-down pixel dungeon crawler. So that's pretty cool. It's coming out this summer. They announced a new Predator game. You guys remember Predator? You remember Get to the Choppa, the movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's made by.
What do they call it? The state of what? I'm sorry for interrupting.
State of play.
Yeah.
State of play. I'm gonna pull something up
Yeah.
on the thing here.
So it's being made by Sony Worldwide Studios, the acclaimed company. It is going to be an online asymmetrical game, so kind of like the Friday the 13th game, or Evolved, or that other one that was like Dying Light. Dead by Daylight, where it's it's a 1v4. So one person's going to play the Predator, and then the other 4 are going to play as like Marines or something like that. Who knows? Generic face.
That should be kind of fun.
Generic faceless people. But they that's coming out in 2020, so next year. That's pretty neato. They showed off some more stuff for Medieval, the Medieval remake. Walker, do you have anything on that? Like anything interesting? Because I never
Which one I was reading something.
Medieval.
Um.
Because I never
No,
played
it's
it.
essentially just a remake of the actual game. Essentially, a witch cast a spell over a whole entire land, and a dead body basically comes out of the ground, and you got to fight off the witches and all
Oh,
the
cool!
other
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
These games
that's
are
gonna be
fun.
cool. Yeah, that
Yeah.
game it's an older game, but it's yeah, that's gonna be it's not gonna be big. It's kind of like your
It's a niche
Spyro
game.
and stuff like
Very
that. So,
niche.
WWE
Um,
match.
it's gonna be like your Spyros and everything along those lines, Crash Bandicoots. So
Yeah, that's coming out October 25th, just in time for Spooktober.
Spooktober! I can't wait for Halloween. That's one thing I look forward to coming back home for.
Oh yeah, Halloween's great.
Halloween back home.
Hayes' Halloween parties.
Yes. Oh, I'll be there for this year's.
They also showed off the game Away. So basically, you play as a flying squirrel, which is pretty rad. I'm all for that all the days. And basically, you have to fight against other animals and traverse the environment to survive.
What the fuck? I'm looking at the thing on this. Get out! Are you serious?
Yeah.
You play a lemur?
I think it's,
Got that
I think it's more of a flying
Fighting a
squirrel.
scorpion right
It's
now.
more. I think it's more of a flying squirrel because there's a segment where you're gliding.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Then he does a barrel roll around a scorpion.
Yeah.
And
It's so
what
cool.
the hell? Is it?
It looks rad as fuck.
It does look like it might be fun. Look at him. He's sitting there on a branch looking up like there's a bird above him. You know, he's probably thinking, oh no, it's a bird.
Oh no, it's a bird. The bird gonna
Oh,
get
no.
me.
Final Fantasy remake,
Oh,
huh?
hold on, we're getting there.
I'm sorry.
So every year Sony has something called State of Play, where they have some big sales, and then they usually release a new like limited edition PlayStation. This one they're
Okay.
making.
stop playing.
Ooh.
No, sorry, I clicked on something and it started playing a trailer in the background.
Yep, of course. You're on GameSpot, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep. Oh yeah, I've had many of yelling matches with GameSpot before. They're making a nice like steel gray PlayStation 4 standard
Yeah.
that looks really sexy for the State of Play. And then finally, Final Fantasy VII Remake. All right, guys. Walker, it's time for you to just come all over this.
Ooh.
Oh.
PlayStation looks really cool.
I know, right?
So they finally, after 5 years, have
That's hard.
released the next trailer for Final Fantasy VII, the remake, which is going to be absolutely epic. I am super excited. Mike, let me know if you can hear us. I guess at one point they couldn't hear you guys, so
Uh-oh.
apologize about that. Everything should be good to go, though. But so it has been confirmed that in June, during Sony's, what are they calling it?
State of Play?
Is that what their conference is?
Yeah, that's what they're
called State of Play?
Yeah, it's going to be their State of Play like E3 thing.
Yeah. So during their State of Play, which happens to accidentally take place the same exact time as E3, they will be releasing more information
Convenience.
on a Final Fantasy VII, but it is confirmed that it will be released in multiple
awesome.
installments. It will be released in multiple installments, and each installment is going to be a full-fledged game. So, which means that each installment's probably going to be about 50 gigs each.
Roughly.
So
and
you're
also
gonna-
$40.
You're going to need an entire hard drive just for Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
It looks like they turned it into a live action RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch the trailer, if you ever played Final Fantasy 15 or Kingdom Hearts, where it's free roam attack, where basically
Yeah.
it's hack and slash, that is what I believe the concept is going to, not the
Standard turn base.
not the standard turn-based. If you look at the trailer, you are playing as Barrett in some of the pieces, so I don't know if you can switch between the characters.
That'd
or
be
you're
kind of neat.
Yeah.
or you're stuck only playing as Cloud, because in non-turn-based games, the games that are the hack and slash, you don't have the ability to play as other characters. You can give them
Dude.
commands. So if you look in the trailer and you pause it, there is a button that says circle for command menu. So I'm assuming that gives you the option to tell your other two players to say, hey, go here, attack this, or do that.
See,
But
okay.
I don't know if you'll be able to actually play as them.
So I just thought of this, okay? What if they have certain segments where you play as Barrett? Or you play as Tifa?
Well, they do. They in the original Final Fantasy,
Yeah, you would
Cloud
play as-
Cloud goes away for like a couple pieces, and you actually play as the other guys. So
okay.
maybe that's it.
Maybe, yeah.
Now, isn't Kingdom Hearts though set up in such a manner that you can switch between characters and their abilities like on the fly
Nope.
like that?
You are only playing as Sora. In Final Fantasy 15, you only play as
Noctis.
what's his name? Noctis. You have
Huh.
you have the two other followers in both games, but you just tell them what to do, or you can let them do whatever
Right.
they want.
Yeah,
You can't
Trevor,
physically play them.
standard turn-based RPGs are pretty much dead. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
there's not unless you're on mobile or something.
Nope. I beg to differ. Octopath Travelers.
Yeah. Me and James kind of had a discussion the other day. I have the feel that they that this game wouldn't be successful if it was turn based. Unfortunately.
It just depends on the genre or the game itself. I bet.
I don't believe so. I
No,
don't
it's
believe
the
so.
graphics make it appear to be a live. It's got to be a.
Oh, it definitely is.
There's got to
They
be
said-
more movement than just turn-based.
Yeah,
with
I
this
don't.
type of
I don't think with Final Fantasy VII. I don't think that's gonna matter.
Tifa looks gangsta.
But yeah, because the director
Guessing that's
said
who that is right there.
it's not the same game as what you played in the original Final Fantasy VII. The
He
director
says he didn't say it was totally dead. He's just saying.
the director said That-
Persona.
they can't. It would be stupid for them to make a complete frame by frame remake of the original game.
Absolutely.
So there is going to be different. The storyline, some parts are going to be different.
It's kind of
I
like the
think
Resident Evil.
Ares-
It's kind of like the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, I think
Well-
Ares stays alive and doesn't die this time.
I don't know about that.
You
Th-
think
she-
she stays alive?
She might die at a different point.
Or you
but
can
with
play
that-
with her longer.
But that being such a huge part in the story, that being a huge story beat, or who
Yeah.
knows, they might just do a thing where it's like, here you have to do these different sets of events, and she lives.
Well, dude here says that as far as a standard in Final Fantasy games, the turn-based seems to be over. But he
Oh,
did
yeah,
add
pretty
here
much.
that in Final Fantasy 15, they did add the ability to switch between characters. it
Oh,
looks
did
like.
they?
Yeah, well, they released. Well, they stopped releasing DLC, but
dude says it's gonna be a $20 revive DL microtransaction.
$20 per Phoenix Down.
there you
Yeah,
go.
to pick her up from the thing.
But June
you
10th,
play
they will
with her
have
again.
more. I'm assuming
Just a skin.
that June 10th they will have an actual hard release date.
Oh yeah, I can almost
because-
guarantee it.
If you look at the game, they've done a lot.
They've been
and-
blue ballsing us for so long.
Yeah. So supposedly it is rumored that it'll be released by the end of the year, into next year for the PS5. So we'll see. Amazon currently is the only retailer that has this available for pre-order. No other company does. I'm assuming once June 10th comes around and they have a hard date, they're going to get a release.
Yeah.
Every company will. So they said there will be a significant amount of time from what I
2020?
read. There will be a significant amount of time between each installment. So it's not going to be the game releases the month after the next part. So essentially it's a game. It's broken into very large segments. Each installment is a full scale game. So it's not like it's going to take you 25 minutes, 30 minutes to beat the first installment. It's going to take you some time. Because like I said, each one is a full scale game, which probably is 40 to 60 gigs.
Oh, actually, wait, Walker.
What?
Best Buy. You can
Oh,
pre-order
they have it now?
Yeah, you can pre-order at Best
Nice.
Buy.
That's cool.
Nice. And if you look at the trailers, you have to look it up. But they did. The director said they did wipe the whole entire game and start over.
Oh, yeah.
And they really did. If you look at the trailer they released in 2015, all the characters are different from the trailer they released 3 days ago.
They look a lot cleaner. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
night and day.
Oh, it's a huge difference. If you Google, I'm gonna say put Final Fantasy 7 in there and see if it actually one of the articles comes up. Let's see if I can find it. But oh yeah, so yeah, it's the first polygram. How Final Fantasy 7 remake has changed in 7 years. If you click on it, it actually goes through all the characters and shows you the difference in the.
Yeah, dude saying it wasn't up to the Square Enix standards.
Yeah.
The development for the whole process was just hell.
I posted the link in
Seems
Discord, but I know
development.
you guys are.
I think I have it up right now.
But yeah, if you play that YouTube clip,
Here,
it shows you all the different how the characters change.
Oh,
It's popping up on stream
wow.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Character
It's
models.
huge. yeah, there are some significant differences, and it's just funny too. Like,
Yeah, a lot
how-
more warmth to it.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's-
how some of them kind of look blocky almost.
It almost looks like it's a. It almost looks like the one on the left is like beta footage.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you got 4 years of development here between the
I
two.
mean, you
Look at
do.
this.
yeah. But yeah, they changed. If you even look at
I mean,
the
like-
video, they have
Like Barrett
the
looks
attack-based
looks
system.
so different.
Yeah, they changed the attack system too. They simplified it. It looks like.
I'm watching. I'm on the part where they're fighting,
Mhm.
he's swinging the sword and stuff.
Yeah, if you look at the bottom, they changed how it looks.
It looks like
19.
2015 looks a lot more like Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
it does.
yeah.
like a
it does.
lot.
It looks 2000. It does look 2015 for sure.
Yeah. While 2019
Boss
looks
fights
looks a
15.
little bit more like a modern version of what the fights from 7 would be like.
Yep. So
Saying
I'm
they probably
excited.
use their in-house engines.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is all probably in-house.
Yeah, I'm excited because this game it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be huge because you have people that have been waiting for this
For
for
a long,
time. A
That
very
intro
long time.
scene with the train.
Yeah. So much more crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm excited. But like I said, the way they put this, they have to have the first installment done now. So, I would assume.
Yeah, they're probably just
But
polishing it up.
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping we'll have more. We'll have some really good details June 10th. So keep an eye out, folks. Now, what else you got, James?
They had a Ghost Recon event that I didn't watch. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
me either.
You guys could watch that on your own. It's like 2.5 hours. So nope. I'm
There's
gonna-
some people, dude. I was talking to one dude that was telling me about like people that get into that game. They go freaking hard.
Oh
with
yeah,
it,
they
dude.
do. I'm gonna skip the Monster Hunter one just for right now. We're gonna get back to that in a minute.
Okay.
But we're gonna talk about the EA Electronic Arts earnings call. So they did an earnings call with investors. So here are some little snippets from it. Jedi: The Fallen Order is expected to sell 6 to 8 million copies in the first fiscal in the fiscal year. So
Remember that they said that Anthem was going to sell 5 million in the very first day of release.
yeah. So okay, so Fallen Order what comes out in November, I think,
Yeah.
and then their fiscal year ends in I think March, November, December, January, February, March. So they got like 4 or 5 months. Let's say 4 months to sell 6 to 8 million units. I think it's possible. It's doable. That's for sure.
People have been waiting for a good Star Wars game.
Yeah.
So
They also
Oh yay.
they also said that there's a new Need for Speed game that they're making. They're expecting that to sell around 4 million units. They're also making a new Plants vs Zombies game. They're expecting that to be in the low millions, so like 1 to 2
Right.
million dollar, 1 to 2 million units.
those games are always big
I
with
think,
kids, though.
yeah, I think that's a little bit more humble. Like I
Yeah.
could see the new Need for Speed game selling about 4 million. I could see the Plants vs Zombies game selling about 1 to 2 million.
Right.
That's a little bit more realistic.
Charging ridiculous amounts of money for microtransactions.
Yep,
that aren't
microtransaction
microtransactions.
cities.
They're mountain transactions. Fucking.
Got to get those
They're
whales,
feeling
bro.
confident in that industry.
Gotta get
No, man, they get you on all kinds of stuff. Man, you guys ever play The Simpsons Tapped Out, man?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You gotta get those whales.
$20. $20 for some
Yep.
for a fucking building
Yep.
with a guy that
That's-
walks around.
That's how they get them.
Ridiculous.
That's how they get you.
Ah.
And then also they're saying they want Apex Legends is coming to mobile. They're saying that
Yep.
they're working on bringing it to mobile devices. So
They are not done with Apex Legends. They still believe that with the new seasons that it will come back from the brink of extinction.
I still see people play it on my friends list.
Yeah,
So-
me too, but it's not nearly as big as they expected it. They
Wow,
didn't
my-
expect it to die as quick as it did.
Yeah, my shirt is very vibrant.
It is. Speaking of microtransactions, Schroeder,
Oh, ooh, yes.
on Wednesday, Senator Josh Harley or no Haley has introduced a bill that bans games from selling loot boxes to children under the age of 18. It hasn't obviously gone through, but if
It's-
it does,
It's
a form of gambling.
It is a form of
Yeah.
gambling.
They already did it they already did it overseas.
Yep, Belgium.
so it doesn't matter if it's free to play or any of those types of games like PUBG, Overwatch, FIFA.
Which makes you wonder how they're going to do it then. If they're not going to if they're going to get rid of the loot box idea, then how are they going to make their money? Because that's one of the ways. That's one of the only ways these guys can keep these games free in the first place is by offering these microtransactions.
Yeah.
Yep. The
So-
legislation, if approved, prohibits the sale of loot boxes in targeted games who are targeted for children under the age of 18. Game markets towards wider audiences could face penalties if the legislation is passed and they are still allowing children to purchase these randomized crates.
He says Overwatch isn't free though. He says Apex is dead, EA is dead to me, Need for Speed is dead to me. Most companies must go here ends in March.
So essentially, they would have to put some kind of
That's true.
I'm assuming like age verification into these games.
Oh, they would have to.
Yeah.
If it does pass.
Well, how are you gonna? You have to. You can't. What are they? First off, you're not selling them. You
Actual
can't have a
stuff.
credit card until you're. Yeah, you can't. Well, you can't have a credit card.
Yeah.
Like until you're. How are they gonna decipher whether or not there's a real kid? It's a little kid
Well,
versus
well-
mom gave me the credit card so I can use it.
well,
Like,
they could do it one of two ways. One, any game that like the ESRB could step in and be like, any game that's going to have loot boxes immediately rated M for mature.
Yeah.
okay.
Or two, they could do what the UK's doing with pornography. And if you go on to say like Pornhub or like RedTube or XHamster, you have to put in like a social security number to verify that you are over the age
Oh
of
my
18.
gosh,
Yeah.
that's a little excessive.
If this does pass, it would be enforced by the Federal Trade Commission,
Which is what
and
they
it would
did
be
not
classed
want.
as gambling.
They did not want that.
No way.
So, but yeah,
They gotta figure out a way to make that work. Otherwise, this.
I don't see it passing because there's so many ways to get around it, unfortunately. But we'll see.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely something that companies like EA kind of screwed everyone over. Like Blizzard and EA, they all kind of screwed the pooch for everyone else.
Hmm.
Like they ruined it for everyone else.
Well, I say Epic now more than anybody from Fortnite.
Epic too, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's a game not targeted towards children, that means games that are rated M for mature could have it
Yeah.
because it's not a game
Like your Call of Duties
yeah,
and shit.
your Call of
can
Duties
just
or
take
like
them out.
Warframe.
Just take out by them, pretty much. EA and Activision are yeah, they're the ones that are. That's their superpower.
That
is
is the super.
microtransactions.
Yeah, that's what's that's. I wouldn't say what's keeping
Blizzard.
them afloat, but yeah, that's that's what they're good at. They announced a video game by the creator of Thomas Was Alone. He announced a video game called John Wick Hex. So
I've seen this.
here's the quote from the guy. It's a fight choreographed chess battle to life, or chess battle brought to life as a video game. So pretty much from what I'm seeing, it looks like Hitman Go or like maybe even XCOM where
What
it's
is it?
like it's called John Wick Hex. HEX. Like hexagon.
There it is.
So it looks like it's like a strategic it looks like it's a strategy game, but with like emphasis on like shooting and killing and stuff instead of like I'm gonna.
So it's kind of like how it's almost like the Grand Theft Auto 3 version of Grand Theft Auto 2, but the game is Hotline Miami.
So what it looks like is it maybe like something like XCOM.
Oh yeah, it does look like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, at least to me. It's an action strategy game. It's gonna have an original story, not linked to the movies at all. It's going to be on console, PC, and Mac. But it's going to be on PC and Mac. It's going to be an Epic Game Store exclusive.
Nice.
Ooh. People in chat are probably going to get up. Some people in chat might get butthurt over that, but yep. Epic Game Store grabbing another thing. They're just yanking another thing out of there. But I don't know. It looks interesting.
I posted it in the Discord. That I also posted in my chat. So Minecraft has released a browser-only Minecraft version.
Well, yeah, celebrate 10 years. Minecraft Classic, baby.
Yep. It preserves the game how it was when 2009. It includes the extremely limited 32 blocks to build with, as well as all the bugs and technical issues that were presented at the time with the game.
Nice. Hanging on to that continuity there.
Yep.
So you actually can play it in your browser.
Yep.
I posted it for you guys, which is pretty hilarious.
You were able to play the beta in browser for a while.
Yeah.
Because I remember my buddy would play that all the time.
And they did announce that they are moving towards augmented reality Minecraft as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't put that in there, but they showed off a thing with Microsoft did, where just showing off like their augmented reality, and they're showing like Minecraft characters in it.
I'm surprised it hasn't come to VR yet.
Minecraft?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have like the Oculus, and you actually just use the thing with the hammer.
What? Wait! It has. There's VR Minecraft.
Is there?
Is there?
Actual Minecraft?
Oh, yeah.
Not a mod.
Yeah, VR. No, yeah, VR in Minecraft was a huge selling point for Microsoft.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a huge thing, man. Most people got nauseous.
I can see that.
Yeah, most people got pretty upset tummies about it. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
No shit.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, no,
it's
I'm seeing it on Minecraft.net.
Yeah, Vivecraft. Virtual reality Minecraft.
Yeah,
Minecraft, but it's in VR.
Minecraft for Oculus Rift, Minecraft for Windows Mixed Reality, and Minecraft for Gear VR.
Nice.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
I just jumped through a video up of it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they showed it off on the Xbox One launch. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what that was.
But like, some people really love it, but I had a friend that played it, and he was like, "Dude, I was nauseous as fuck in like 10 minutes."
Oh, I bet.
Because it's like, you're not walking in a straight line or nothing. You're like bouncing up.
Yeah, you're bouncing.
Up hills and down hills, and yeah.
Interesting. Would you look
maybe
at it?
they fixed that because I'm watching a video of somebody playing. It looks pretty smooth, actually.
Oh, they probably did. It probably looks beautiful now.
Well, you can add mods to it that like environmental mods and graphic overlays and stuff that do make it look a lot nicer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming they probably
Go in the cave
for the PlayStation for the Oculus Rift version probably looks phenomenal.
Oh, probably.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, James?
EA Access. It's a service by EA that lets you play a lot of their games pretty early or for free. That's coming to PlayStation 4 in July. So originally only available on EA Origin or Xbox One. So that's something.
Nice.
Devil May Cry 1 is coming to the Switch. Hell yeah, another game coming to the Switch. So
Jesus Christ, as I told you.
So here's what I'm thinking, okay? With Devil May Cry coming to the Switch, does that mean we're gonna get Dante in Smash? It could totally happen.
Could happen.
It could totally happen. He's on that. He's on a
so
Nintendo.
many random characters in that.
He's on a Nintendo platform now, so we can get him. We can get
Dude,
Dante
there's so many
Smash.
games coming to the Switch.
Oh yeah.
Well, super random. Speaking of the Nintendo Switch, you can now buy a 512 gig micro SD card for $100 off Amazon.
Yep. Did you
And
know?
it's geared towards the Nintendo Switch.
Did you know the Nintendo Switch holds? I think it can hold up to a 2 terabyte SD card.
That's so insane.
Yeah, like that. They haven't even made that yet, but they're just like, yeah, we can do it.
How the hell?
Just crazy thinking 512 gig micro SD card for $100 when like 5 years ago 1 gig was $100.
Yep. Yeah.
Look how much solid states have come down in the last 2-3 years.
Oh my
Solid
God, I know.
states. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty stupid to buy a hard disk nowadays.
So what was it when we started Best Buy, Schroeder? A gig external hard drive was like $300,
Yeah.
$200, or like
Thumb drive. It was a thumb
10
drive. That
gigs
was
or-
real expensive.
They were stupid, stupid expensive.
Walker, do you have anything before I get into Monster Hunter?
Yeah, I got a couple things.
Go for it.
Fortnite Season 9
Yep. All right.
launched.
So Monster Hunter.
And I hate you. No, I got a couple things other than Fortnite.
Okay. Thank God.
But no, they did release Season 9 of Fortnite, and it's all futuristic now, which is kind of cool.
They got rid of my tilted towers. How?
They did.
Where else am I gonna kiss at?
They did get rid of it, but they brought it back in a futuristic floating world type thing.
But it's not tilting though.
And one of the cool things they did add to it, they added basically like this vacuum chamber of a sense that allows you basically enter this stream of air.
Neo-tilted.
Yeah, Neo tilted towers.
Trevor
And-
says.
And it basically you enter this vacuum, this air funnel, and it takes you through the whole entire world, which is kind of cool. Kind of like
Huh.
a quick travel.
Okay.
Don't you love it when you forget you have food in your book bag? Doritos.
Haven't played it, but I'm just going off what I've read. But it looks pretty cool. It's futuristic. It's like I said, it's in the
That's
future now.
interesting.
So
I mean,
What's
it
it called? I'm sorry.
it's Fortnite Season 9. It's just like I said, they made it.
Oh.
You're now in the future.
Oh.
It's at least that's
It's a
going
theme.
to at least that's going to change up the map, like the look at least a little bit more.
Yeah, it really has.
Because they haven't really changed the style of the map since it really came out.
No, there's a lot of floating things now, like what you would expect, like in the future. Just think of
Future.
Back to the Future Part 2 with all the
All
flying, floating cars and all that
The
shit.
skateboards, the hoverboards,
Yeah.
Everything's
They
chrome.
do-
everything.
Tetris 99's expanding.
Yes.
Um,
Single player
They
mode,
have-
bitches.
Yep. They have a paid DLC. It's $10 and allows you for a CPU battle. You can play against computers, single player. And they have added a marathon mode.
Can I just say real quick? I've been putting time again into Tetris 99. Boy, have the people gotten real good.
Oh, I bet.
It's-
Probably
They now.
I'm
Pro
like-
Stat MLG Tetris.
I'm like, oh fuck, I can't do this. I think the highest I've gotten since I started playing again was like 50th.
Oh my god, that's insane.
When I was like constantly, like I was able to get in like the top. I think the highest I got was like 4th, but I was able to constantly get into like the 30s and 20s before when the game first came out. The metagame has changed. People are getting
That's
good.
awesome. Payday 2. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You ever heard the game Payday? The publisher, Starbreeze, said that it will be out of business in less than 12 months
Oof.
if they can't get any more funding.
Oof. Sucks.
They're the ones responsible for the Walking Dead series, things like that.
Wow.
And they essentially said if they cannot find any money,
Oh,
they will be out
overkill.
of business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That game was trash.
So they basically kind of look for
Invest-
donations and stuff like that,
Investors.
but it's not investors. It's not going good. Two more things. Well, three more things. Kind of. Quick thing. Endgame now has an end credit scene. When the Endgame Avengers Endgame launched, it didn't. It does now. It is the Spider-Man trailer. So they wait.
That's how they're gonna make up that 3 million seats that they're still missing or whatever.
Yep. So yeah, they added a trailer for Spider-Man to the end of Endgame as the post-credit scene.
Yeah. So if you've already seen it, you have to go see it again just so you can see the end of it.
Yep. So that's pretty cool.
See, my big problem with like Endgame was who the hell is Thanos?
Thanos.
Who's Thanos?
Who would win, Thanos or Super Saiyan, whatever?
Dude. So I seen a video.
It starts with dude.
Dude.
So I saw a video today. It was Thanos turning the tables on Ant-Man.
Well, okay, what do you mean?
So Ant-Man shrinks down, goes to jump up Thanos' butt. Thanos turns around, uses the gauntlet glove, freezes him, puts Ant-Man up to his giant size. Thanos shrinks down, goes up Ant-Man's butt, expands and explodes Ant-Man. And Thanos goes, "Now we move on from this stupid meme." And then he snaps his fingers and it ends.
What a plot twist. What a fucking plot twist.
And that's how
the movie ended.
And that's how Thanos killed Ant-Man. I was like, that is absolutely amazing.
Fuck.
I'll see if I can find the video and send it to you. It was absolutely hilarious.
No. I don't think my funny bone can handle it.
Thanos ended there. Can we move on from the stupid meme?
Never.
Because the plot was Ant-Man goes up Thanos' butt, but Thanos turned it around on him.
Yeah, that's how it ends. That's how the movie ends.
Pokemon is coming out with a new mobile game, made by the creators of Super Mario Run.
Huh.
So we'll see exactly. They haven't released much data on it. But with the upcoming Mario Kart Tour, it has nothing to do with Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
It's completely separate. So they don't know if it's gonna be like one of those, like those pocket running games.
Oh yeah.
Cause like Super Mario Run was just Mario, like kind of like Temple Run.
Yeah.
It's what it was for a lot of people are super pissed off when they found out that's what Super Mario Run was.
Enjoy running through fucking Mushroom Kingdom.
Hey kids, do you like running through the Mushroom Kingdom?
Dude, there were so many people pissed off when Super Mario Run came out. They thought it was gonna be Super Mario for the actual game.
Well,
no
no.
joke's on you.
They wouldn't do that. Nintendo wouldn't do that.
So, but yeah, so it's by the creator of Super Mario Run, Fire Emblem Heroes, and Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. So we'll see exactly what happens. They haven't released much information, but they are releasing a separate game.
Yeah, I do believe that's all Nintendo in-house studios, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
And then the last bit of news that I have before Monster Hunter is Delta Airlines.
It's a conspiracy, I'm telling you. I know about it.
Boy!
See what's happening. The whole thing with that Delta Airlines, that is the main point where the AI has finally gathered enough resources for sentience, and the singularity is finally taken on, started.
Okay, guys, here's my.
I'm just kidding. That happened years ago.
Here's my question for you guys before we start talking about this. What would you rather have? A video game system or a humane work schedule and working conditions? Which would you choose?
Pretty tough.
It is.
Why? What's happening?
So, Delta has released flyers throughout their airlines and break rooms and airplanes, saying that union dues cost about $700 a year. A new video game system with the latest hits sounds like fun. Put your money towards that instead of union dues.
Here.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Here,
Yes.
I'm looking up right now. Yeah, if you just look up, if you look up Delta Union poster on the internet, on the Google.
Trevor says humane working, please.
So here we go. I have it up on my chat, on my stream right now. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually posted this throughout.
Drop it. Oh, you dropped a link? Can you drop a link real quick? My fingers are covered in nacho cheese.
Hey, what do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese? Ha.
Ha!
Fuck.
I posted it there.
Okay.
But yeah. So they posted that throughout their break rooms and everything like that. Their airplanes, and they sent it to all their employees, and they're getting a huge backlash.
As they should.
They haven't it hasn't been confirmed that they're the ones that produced the posters, but
they're the ones
hard
that
to say that.
actually gave Thanos the one stone.
Exactly.
The Union Stone.
So yeah, so that's a huge thing.
He says Delta's a shitty airline anyways.
They are.
Fuck 'em.
The one and only time I flew Delta, they lost one of my bags.
Dude, it says that while paying their ramp agents as little as $9 an hour.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep. Hey, what would you rather have? But the video game system, though.
It says most Delta workers have to have 2 to 3 jobs just to survive, and they have no time for video games.
But that's a new console every year.
It is. So that's insane.
He says he's heard horror stories as well.
Yeah, the International Association of Annex, which claims to represent more than 110,000 airline employees, is trying to unionize Delta with 44,000 workers.
Good.
And then Delta came out with that saying, no, we don't do it. So we'll see what happens.
Good.
But I thought that was funny.
That's funny in all the wrong reasons.
It does.
Because it's sad that they did that.
And there was another one. This is, what does $700 mean to you?
Another one.
Nothing's more enjoyable than a night out watching football with your buddies. All these union dues you pay every year could buy more rounds instead.
Go get drunk at the.
I'll send you the picture.
Just don't drive home.
Actually, I think I saw that on when I was looking up the Delta picture. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's some mad oofs there.
I sent you the
mad.
There's a bunch of them here.
If you click on the actual link, not the picture.
There's probably some jokes on there. It's probably some fake ones, but yeah. No, that's some mad oofs.
This is actually an amazing publicity stunt.
Yeah,
now there's memes for on this shit.
All right.
Everybody.
All right, Schroeder, here we go. Let's do an impromptu conspiracy bunker.
Oh boy.
All right.
On what?
What on this? What's your
reason?
The reason they did this.
Oh yeah.
So let's go.
Well,
let's go.
All right, so check it out, right? They've been having a lot of problems with their airplanes, right? So apparently they got themselves a bunch of airplanes that have a broken computer chip. The computer chip is supposed to completely control the leveling out of ascending and descending, or leveling the plane out as it reaches landing proximity. Well, guess what? The motherfuckers wasn't working. So what was happening? These planes were slamming to the ground, tossing themselves into the ocean. A bunch of people got hurt. Some people died. It was a big problem. It was a big PR nightmare for that company, see? So what are they doing now? So they dropped this on the table. Everybody's bitching about the planes exploding because they have improper computers that have... Actually, the computer was kind of broken, but the real problem was that the manuals didn't have the proper instructions on how to configure and calibrate these computers so that they work properly. So anyways, these planes are blowing up. Everybody's freaking out. So they're like, oh my God. Ted says to Timmy, I need you to make an ad. Timmy says, what kind of ad you looking for? Ted says, I need an advertisement that's going to get everybody in the planes anymore and talk about something completely different. He's like, okay, I got a great idea, right? I got a couple of these gifts, these pings on my computer that I've been waiting for something to do about. And guess what? I got a brand new fancy blue texts. We're going to make some awesome adverts. But Ted says, look, man, if you make these, you can't let them get back to me. Timmy says, don't worry about it. Nobody will know. It'll be a meme. Ted says, what the fuck is a meme? Timmy explains to him what a meme is. Because he's not on the up and up with what the internet is all about, right? Ted, he's an old guy. He's got the turkey neck and everything. He don't fuck around with computers. He's the guy that takes it to Best Buy. One Geek Squad to fix it. One Geek Squad to fix it because he was looking at too much porn. He got a pop-up, thought it was something else. And he's saying, I don't pop-up. Your Fourth Amendment protection from that. You already know that, though, guys. So anyways, Ted says to Timmy, all right, you just can't get back to me. Timmy says, okay, I'm going to make these ads, and it's going to end up being a meme all over the world. Nobody's even going to know it was you, Ted. Don't worry about it. They're not even going to know Delta for sure made it. Well, guess what? The media got a hold of it. And the media was like, fuck that. You guys did this. Don't try to play that game. But they get all kinds of flack for this. But who knows? Nobody's talking about the blowing up airplanes anymore. You see how that works? And that's how that happened.
Can I get a claps in the chat? That was absolutely phenomenal.
That's a true story, though.
I get some pound. There you go. Get them fist bumps.
Like my buddy Trevor says, Delta's a shitty airline anyways. Who gives a fuck about those guys? All their dudes are gonna go on strike. They're all gonna go on strike. You know what they're gonna do? They're all gonna buy an Xbox and sit around in the break room playing, saying we're on strike. They're all gonna get drunk at the bar before work watching football games. Because that's what the advert told them to do.
I'm gonna clip that and send it to Delta Airlines.
I cannot right now.
After the stream, I'm gonna cut that piece and I'm gonna send it to Delta Airlines and say, "Eat this."
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll end up waking up with a fucking yellow sticker on my mailbox.
No, you don't want that. You don't want that. Don't send it to them. Because
You know about the yellow stickers? The green sticker, the yellow sticker, and the red sticker? I probably already have a yellow sticker. I keep talking shit, I'm going to end up being a red sticker.
Well, see, all three of us are going to be on some sort of Delta watch list because they know that we know now. Like, if you were to send that to them, they would know that we know. So we're all
because
fucked.
of this podcast, now they know that we know that they know that we know.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
we can't do that. No, we gotta, guys.
We probably should move on to another topic.
Chat. We have to keep this amongst ourselves.
Right, you're all in danger.
You're all in danger right now. We have to keep this. You're all accomplices in this conspiracy.
You know exactly what happened. Now you just gotta lay low for a little bit, guys.
Watch out for Ted and his turkey neck.
Exactly. Funny meme. Kind of changed topic really quick. So I saw this meme someone posted. It was a guy texting his son who was in jail. His son committed murder.
Fucking asshole.
And
I would spit that beer all over the goddamn place.
His
says he's in Canada. He has nothing to worry about.
There you go.
Hey, I'm sure Delta could be there.
Right there in the air. They're everywhere.
They're the birds. That's who made the birds. That's who made the fake. Because birds aren't real. You guys know that, right?
What?
That birds are not real.
Birds?
Like birds in
They're
general.
like the fucking stink. They're like the little love bugs down here. These bugs weren't even made. They have man-made bugs that fly around all over the place.
Yeah, birds are just, advanced drones.
It's very true. It's very true.
Most of them are made by the Richie Rich organization.
That is true.
Those giraffes are fake as fuck too.
There you go. But no, I was reading this thing. So this dad
God, did that make such an abomination?
Oh, it did. The dad's messaging his son who's in jail said, I want to plant a garden, but I'm too old and I can't bend over to garden. The son writes back, says, Dad, don't dig up the backyard. That's where I buried all the bodies. The next day, the FBI is knocking on the guy's door, said, sir, we got to go and investigate something in your backyard. They go dig up his backyard. Say, sorry, sir, we didn't find anything. The son writes back, here you go, Dad. You can dig your garden now.
Yo, hold up.
Nice.
For real, though? For real?
Yes.
We're all living in 2019. This dude's living in 2037 right now. This dude's living in a whole nother goddamn time.
It is funny.
Right. He's walking around. What are those robots from shit. Never mind.
Yes.
Forget it. If I could have completed it, you guys would laugh, but no, it's not. I failed.
I'll still laugh. Anything you say, Jeff, is funny.
That's what my mom says.
After
I
that,
can't have
after that
conversation
whole
with
thing, yeah. Anything you say is gold.
It is. Hey, James, tell us about Monster Hunter.
All right, guys, here's the segment of the show where I talk about Monster Hunter for like 45 fucking minutes, because boy, do I have a lot to talk about.
You like now? This is like a game that you like, right?
This is a game that I am obsessed with.
Okay.
They
This,
released it a new trailer at the Sony State of Play.
yeah, and then almost immediately after, they had an entire event dedicated to Monster Hunter. So, Monster Hunter World is a video game that, yeah, I don't know, you maybe should play. I don't know. If you guys like monotony and grinding like crazy, play it. It's great.
It does look pretty. It's gorgeous. From what I'm looking, I'm watching it. This is actually, believe it or not, this is like the first time I've seen any footage of this game.
Okay.
And it looks gorgeous.
So
Are you watching the State of Play?
Like? Yeah.
So Monster
Yeah.
Hunter here is a video game where you go around and hunt monsters. Bada bing, bada boom, here you go, here you ging. So
Okay.
they're releasing an expansion for it called Iceborne that's coming out on September 6th. It's going to feature an entirely new story, and it's going to be in what's called Master Rank. So there's low rank for little babies, there's high rank for big boys, and then in the other games there's something called G rank. That's where the real
That's
OGs.
like MLG.
That's where the real OGs live.
Wow, this game looks awesome.
That's where the real OGs live.
Up till now, I thought Monster Hunter was when you was acting as a wingman at the bar for your buddy.
Uh,
Fucked up.
so all right.
Oh my god.
It's fucking A. It takes place in the land of Hoarfrost.
Whore-ass Frost.
Yeah, it's very Horace Frost. It's very snowy and extremely cold there, which is the exact opposite of what Monster Hunter World base game is. The base game is very arid and it has some tropical areas with
Is
dense
this what-
vegetation.
Is this a new game that they're coming out with, or is this a DLC, like map
It's
expansion
a
type thing?
full expansion that's
Okay.
bigger than the main
So you'll-
game.
So in the main, so if I jump into the main game, you're basically duct taping this to the side of it.
You can, yeah.
Okay, cool. Shit looks crazy.
So you got things like hot peppers that can help stave off cold. So in Monster Hunter World, there's certain areas in it, in like things like Elder's Recess, where there's like lava and stuff, and that slowly whittles away your health. So you make things called cold drinks, with I forget what they're called, but you make that and you drink it, and so you won't lose health. And
Right, when you're in the cold area, you drink yourself a nice hot cup of cocoa.
bingo.
Hot cup of cocoa.
So you don't drain your stamina, which is, in my opinion, more valuable than your health.
I just watched somebody.
So let's
Okay.
see here. There's things called popos that are in the game again. They're like these big mammoth creatures that walk around. They're kind of like the low-end monsters. Kind of like if you played Monster Hunter World, they're like the Jagresses. They're not really that great. They're kind of just hanging out. There's new slinger ammo called Crystal Burst. So you have a thing called a slinger, which is kind of like a crossbow that you put on your wrist and you can shoot stuff out of it. New wing drakes. There's hot springs in the new area, which basically you just hang out there and they act as like the warm drinks, so they will refill their
chilling
stuff.
there?
Yeah, so you get us chill in some
Okay.
hot springs. There's monkeys in the hot spring, which is absolutely adorable. It's the largest region in Monster Hunter World so far, and they have a lot of new monsters. So we have Bambardo. He's a new monster. He's a brute wyvern, so he's like a dragon. He has these big old horns on him, on his head. And what he does is he will charge at you and, try to hit you with his horns. But what's really cool about it is that when he charges forward towards you, he kind of puts his head down a little bit and will act almost as like a shovel. And he will start, like, if say there's a big boulder in your way or like a big branch in the way, like a tree that fell down, he'll pick that up and continue to run forward towards you with that in tow. So it will.
So you jump over the tree thinking you all good because he's going to stop, and no, that tree just coming with him.
Yeah. So he will ruin your day that way.
How does this game differ from like what's that other game that a lot of people like that is similar to this? Dauntless?
What?
You ever play that one? Have you ever played Dauntless?
Never even heard of it.
No. Okay. It's kind of like this, but I think this is like 10 times
It's super in depth.
way better looking.
So here, let me put this into context real quick.
Yeah.
I'm about 130 hours into Monster Hunter World. I devoted that much time. I devoted that time into the game. I am not ready for this expansion. Like,
really?
Like 100% really.
It looks crazy,
This, when I would work and people would ask me, "How's Monster Hunter World?" This is the exact quote I would tell them. Play it for 80 hours. And then you decide. That's when you decide if you like the game or not. Because once you hit around the 80-hour mark, once you technically beat the game, that's when it opens up to you. That's when the game becomes available to you. Nothing's holding your hands. That's when you hit the high rank. That's when you beat high rank, essentially.
Mark says that's exactly what you said to him.
Yeah,
when he asked
that is yeah, that's exactly what I tell everyone. 80 hours. Play that shit for 2 full work weeks.
Trevor says Monster Hunter is older than Dauntless.
Uh-huh.
Dauntless is a lot like this, except it's more cell shaded and it's free to play. So I would imagine it's nowhere near as advanced.
Yeah,
as
this is super in depth. It's on Steam, so you can.
How much is it roughly? What's this game run?
I
Looks
think
like it's probably a $60 title.
I think it's on sale for like 30 right now.
All right, what's the price range usually though? It's probably what, like
I think
between
like
30 and 60.
Yeah, 30 and 60.
Okay.
I'm sure you can find it on like G2A for like a lot cheaper though.
Okay.
So that's Bandero. There's Beotodus.
Fucking crazy.
He's basically like best way I could describe him is like a shark that slithers through the snow. So he has like a fin on top. You probably saw him in the trailer. He has a fin on top that swiggles around and jumps out and starts attacking you.
Yep, I'm literally watching that part of the trailer right now.
Yeah. He's the first large monster you face. So that's
God, that'd be terrifying. Oh my God.
Yeah, to put it in perspective, that's the first like big boy monster you fight.
Oh my gosh, the intro, it's like they showed like a little intro video of him like showing up and he fucking jumps out of the earth and slams his horn into the chest of some big creature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kills him right there.
Exactly.
Monster Hunter's been around since the 80s?
Not the
Oh, never
not
mind,
the
2004.
80s. Yeah, 2004. Came out on the PS2 first.
Yeah, it's an older game.
There is Nargacuga, which is a big one that a lot of people have been wanting for. This is from
Fucking timing was perfect. Literally, just as you said that, it showed a picture of him with his name on my screen.
So he's from Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, which was a PSP game.
Wow, he looks like a werewolf.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he is about halfway through the story. You fight him. He has in Monster Hunter World they added something called Turf Wars, where a bunch of monsters where two big monsters will just fight each other for dominance. One of my favorite.
And you just walk into the situation.
Mm-hmm. And you just stay the hell away when that happens. You just watch from afar.
That's super cool, man.
There's this one monster that they re-added. They re-added into Monster Hunter World called Devil Joe. He's the big pickle. What he does is he's the alpha male. He is like top tier. What he does,
That's the dragon.
He's kind of like a dragon. If you look up Monster Hunter World like Big Pickle or Monster Hunter Big Pickle, Devil Joe or something like that. What he does is he will fight literally anything on the map if he's hungry enough. I have seen him jump up, grab a flying dragon out of the sky, and just body slam the shit out of that motherfucker. He's the coolest. I love Devil Joe. He's adorable.
Oh my gosh. He does look like a giant pickle.
Mhm.
Except for the one that looks bloody and skinned.
Oh,
that one looks nasty.
yeah, that's Monster Hunter World Devil Joe. He's a lot more cuter in like Monster Hunter 3.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks fucking foul. He looks like a hell monster. in the other one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool about Nargacuga. He has turf wars with Rathalos, which is one of the pretty cool monster in the base game. So it's really nice that you're actually going to be able to go back. They're going to have new stuff for the base game, essentially, like in the first area, with new monsters and stuff. So one thing that they wanted to do was they wanted to make a new like cover monster, quote unquote. So in Monster Hunter World, it's Nergigante, or Nergi as I like to call him.
I'm gonna guess that's the big, like emu looking thing
No,
with the horns.
no.
Okay.
Nergi is terrifying, and I love him. He's caused me so much trouble, and I have almost ripped my hair out on many occasions trying to fight him.
What's his name? Nergi?
Nergigante. It is
It's probably this terrifying looking
Nergigante. Nergigante.
Nergit. Oh,
G.
there it is.
Yep, there you go.
Damn it. It's probably the same thing I was just looking at. Yeah, this thing looks fucking scary.
Yeah, that's Nergigante. That's the cover. That's not the
It's like
final.
Diablo.
Yeah, he's not like the final boss or anything. He's just the cover.
That's not?
No. Oh no. The here's the funny thing. The final boss of the game is a cakewalk compared to Nergigante.
Really?
Yeah, Xeno'jiiva
Wow.
is just Garbo compared to
Monster
Nergigante.
Hunter, Monster Hunter World sold over 12 million copies. Most popular out of the series.
It's fantastic. It's absolutely
Trevor,
fantastic.
which is that? That's crazy.
So the new cover monster, since Monster Hunter World is all about these giant dragons, they made a new ice-based dragon, called Elder Dragon is what they're called Valkana. So Valkana's the big dragon, the ice-based dragon dude that flies around and ruins your day. Because I play.
So in this place, are you on a volcano? No, Volcana. Are you on So you're on a big map and you run around the map, or are you like spawn? Do you like spawn into locations where these things are living?
So it's kind of like the world's base is like split up into multiple different areas, and the areas are gigantic. Even in like the earlier games, like the PSP and like the DS games, they're very big open areas. And what you do is in Monster Hunter World, you walk around the map, you find tracks on the ground, you examine the tracks, and then you have these things called scout flies that will fly around, that will lead you to these monsters once you gathered enough tracks and stuff to find it. So once you find them, that's when you fight the monster. They run away. You catch up to them. You fight them again. You catch away. You probably die a few times along the way. Someone forgets to fight or eat for Moxie, so you lose some health there. You card a few times, which isn't fun. But yeah, so you do that.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I still got my heads on.
Yeah, it's a lot better than the older games where you had to use paintballs, which wear off over time. But that's getting way out of topic there. I can go on for hours about Monster Hunter. But yeah, so those are some of the new monsters that they talked about in the press conference. That's one of the biggest complaints myself and like everyone has had with Monster Hunter World is that there was not enough monsters in it. Odd enough as it sounds, you fought the same monster a bunch of times.
Oh, I bet. Probably hard to incorporate so many different creatures into a game.
Well, here's also the thing too. If let's take a look at
They did it with Pokemon Snap.
they did.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this here for a second. This is a game on the PlayStation 4,
I'm just kidding. Totally different.
PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, okay? Monster Hunter Tri on the Nintendo Wii had way more monsters than this game.
Really?
Yeah. And most of the monsters in Monster Hunter World are flying monsters. So when you play as someone like me who mains a hammer, a giant hammer, it's kind of tough fighting things high in the air. While people who are playing as things like the bow and arrow, or the lance, or the Kinsect glaive, they can have a little bit of an easier time because they can fly around or just shoot it out of the midair. So
Yeah.
I work out some time.
That's just me, though. I could
I
complain.
think Final Fantasy 15 had quite a few too in their open world, didn't they?
Yeah, but you could jump. You could do the throw and zip zoom everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
This, I mean, I hit my hammer a few times and I have to step back to regain my stamina.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, those are the new monsters. So good. I like the new monsters. They look pretty cool on the. It's cool to see Nargacuga back. I really like Nargacuga and Unite. The when I got to him when I played it. There's some new hunter actions. So you have your slinger that can shoot out different things. In Monster Hunter World, the base game, the way to use it was you had to sheath your weapon, aim, and fire. Okay? So you could be trying to shoot something like, say, a flash pod that will shoot out a big shot of light, basically a flashbang grenade, to drop the monster and stun them. Unless you're Devil Joe, who has little itty bitty eyes, so it doesn't really matter to him. So now you can actually shoot your slinger with your weapon drawn, which is game changing, let me tell you. There have been so many times where I'm running around and I'm fighting something like a Nir Gigante or Valhazak or Rathalos or something like that. Some big monster, big scary monster. And I have to wait, put away my hammer, aim, and fire. Now I could just do it with a drawn.
There you go. Makes the game a whole lot easier, huh?
You also have this cool thing called a clutch claw. So in Monster Hunter World, the base game, I'm just going to call it base game from now on, because that's too much to say. In base game, you had the ability on certain things to throw like a claw in the air, almost like a grappling hook, to grab onto something to swing across a ledge or get to a different vantage point, that kind of stuff. So now you can use that clutch claw to grab onto a monster, zip to him, and just start beating him. Start wailing on him. And you could use some cool different things like that. So it lets you grapple onto the monsters. There's a few different actions available to you. So what this will do is it will kind of get it into an enraged state where you can almost control him. Alright? So one of the cool things that you can do is something called a flinch shot. So going back to the slinger that I said earlier, you could have different things equipped to your slinger. Things like rocks or dragon crystals or the flash pods, dung pods, etc. What you could do is you could claw your way over to the monster, shoot like a bunch of shit into its face, jump off, and it will just go running and then just topple over. So you can get over to it and just start whacking it. So that's pretty cool. And then you can also put that into different combos too. So things like the Twin Blade, where you have its whole emphasis is doing very little damage, but a very fast rate. You could combo that into a bunch of stuff. So that's going to really change things like the metagame and what's going to be a good weapons and different strategies for all that kind of stuff. They're also changing things for things like the great swords, different weapons there. You're going to have more powerful slinger shots. Twin Blades can use the claw shot to do more damage or do combos. There's a gun called the light bow gun, which is just a bow gun that you run around and just shoot stuff with. You can do different things, so you can slide now. Instead, in the base game, you could just roll. Okay? If you double tap the roll button in a certain direction, with the light bow gun, you actually do a slide. And while you do that slide, that fully reloads your ammo. And
So it's like McCree.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of like McCree, exactly. They also has a move where you can like kind of roll backwards and give you one shot. It will reload one bullet so you can shoot at it. So you can kind of back off and then still do damage, which is really cool. So here's the product lineup. So they have a few different things available. A few different versions available. There's the digital version of Iceborne. None of the prices have been set yet. You can buy just the digital version of Iceborne. So if you already have the base game, this is what you would get. Just the expansion. There's the digital deluxe edition that gets you some goodies, like some different armor sets that don't actually do anything. They're just cosmetic. There's the deluxe edition that, again, same thing, but just I do believe it comes in a physical case. There's the Iceborne Master Edition base and expansion pack, which is you get Monster Hunter World, the base game, and the expansion Iceborne on a physical case. So that might be what I have to buy.
Of course, you're a fanboy. You got to get the best.
I have to get the best. I bought the Steelbook case that we sold at work for like $14 for Monster Hunter World. I was like, Capcom, I want to give you more money. They also, if you pre-order the game, which is the pre-orders are available right now, you can get the Yukimoto series layered armor set, which is just a cool looking set of armor that doesn't affect any of your stats or anything. It just goes over your armor, makes it look cool. The Steam version is set for a winter release. Pre-orders start today. But just because they announced Iceborne doesn't mean they're done with Monster Hunter World. No. They're adding a new thing for Monster Hunter World. There's a Spring Festival going on right now. And one of the things for the Spring Festival that's available right now, today, if you're good enough, if you're a man enough, you can fight the Arc-Tempered Nier Gigante. So, Arc-Tempered monsters. Very mad, very angry, very tough. They will ruin you. They will wreck you. There we go. That's all you need to know about Arc-Tempered monsters. It has new swifter attacks, which... But you can get some cool new armor. So the Nier Gigante Gamma armor will be available if you if you beat Nier Gigante and collect all of its stuff. And then there's also a dynamic theme available on PS4 right now. So that was the Monster Hunter event. I geeked out so hard with that, and I have, I think that was about 2 pages worth of notes. So they crammed that 35 minutes full of stuff. It was wonderful. I love it. I cannot hear you at all, Walker.
There we go. So, no, the graphics in the game, actually, it does look super fun. It just sucks that you have to play so much, kind of get caught up.
It's like a job.
But no, I'm super intrigued to see how this new one does. I really, really am.
I'm getting it day one, and I will let you guys know.
Oh yeah, dude.
I will let you guys know on the next podcast when it becomes available. I read an article one day about this one former Japanese pop star. She put about, I think it was like 3,000 hours into Monster Hunter 4 on the DS. 4,000 hours. Or no, 3,000 hours into Monster Hunter World on DS.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Sounds like Schroeder and Ark.
Hours. Yeah. How many hours?
Like 3,000.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like Monster
Hey,
Hunter.
if you have something you love, game-wise.
Yeah, man. It depends on what you're doing with it. Like, that person was straight up playing, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how many. Who knows? I honestly have no idea how many of those hours I was actually asleep. Too. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sleep.
Because I was into the modding end of things. So like even last night, Last night I'm on the server and I trying to figure.
We've all had those moments where we're gaming and it's
I-
late at night
dude.
and we fall asleep or we're doing something and we just
I have fallen asleep while streaming the game.
One guy fell asleep and woke up with 2,000 people watching him.
nice.
I seen an article about that. A guy fell asleep, he woke up, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Dad's awake." Shh! He's like,
Don't wake, Dad. Don't wait,
And I guess
Papa.
he was like surprised. He was like, what's going on here? Like, I guess for like he was sleeping for like 3 hours streaming, and like literally people got wind of it, and he woke up to it was like 2,300 people,
Nice.
and everyone was just making stories and like someone like started a story and everyone just added on to it about like this
Nice.
guy's backstory and shit.
That's awesome.
I was like, that's hilarious. That's awesome.
But yeah,
But
that's,
I'm excited.
that's it for me.
Word. I only got one more thing, so I forgot to mention. On the 7th of this month, a couple days ago, was the 20th anniversary of The Mummy, the movie with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, okay.
That's random. That's
Yeah.
fucking. That makes me feel old.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, the 20th anniversary. The only reason why I bring it up is because he said in an interview that wasn't actually told to anybody before that he almost died during filming it. You know the scene when that girl's trying to get him out of jail and the noose is around his neck?
Yeah.
And the guy chops the rope and he falls?
Yeah.
So, obviously he wasn't actually being hung, but they still put a noose around his neck. And he was about to go up next because they cut the rope and he falls and he's hanging there. So he has a noose around his neck, and what he does one of these things where he goes like he holds his breath and like tries to get his face like super red, kind of like he's taking a super poop, and didn't realize the noose was actually tighter than he thought. So when he did that, the noose constricted more around his neck, basically cutting off his circulation, and he passed out. And I guess he was confirmed dead for like 3 seconds.
Yo,
they had to
Oh my
resuscitate him.
heavens!
that sounds like something out of Hitman.
Yeah.
That feels like some
optional
bullshit.
move.
I'd be so mad. I'd be like, "You motherfuckers! You did that shit on purpose. You
Yeah.
knew you were trying to kill me. You never liked Encino Man. You bug."
So yeah, and during that scene, he actually had a noose around his neck.
Wow,
And died
Jesus.
because of it.
that's rough.
Yeah, they had to resuscitate him.
Rough beats.
Wow.
Super
Wow.
random, out of the
Things
ordinary, but I was just
people
reading
have.
that.
Hey, random thing in the night.
Yeah. Want to go to releases to finish
Oh,
up?
yeah, I forgot to put on releases. I forgot to add that to the thing. Releases.
Did you guys see the thing that Cuphead expansion coming out for Cuphead?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, coming out with an expansion for
I-
Cuphead. It's a female cup.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, I love Cuphead. If you
Yeah, I think
guys,
it's pretty cool.
if you guys haven't played Cuphead, you need to play Cuphead. It's great.
Yeah.
Cuphead's fantastic.
Yeah, let me see if I can find anything on the YouTubes here about it. Probably not. Maybe. Cuphead. Expansion. Let me see if it has anything on it. Yeah, here it is. Cuphead DLC announcement trailer, Xbox. I'll drop it in the Discord here.
Yeah.
Copy. Paste. Go. There you go.
So what do we got here for releases?
Oh, releases here. Tomorrow. Well, today. For people on the East Coast. Thea 2, The Shattering comes out on PC. Alright. May 14th, A Plague Tale Innocence comes out on PS4 and PC, even though it shows the Xbox One box art.
I see that.
On the 14th, same day, we got Sniper Elite V2 Remastered. Sniper Elite
That
games
shows-
are really good.
And it's
Yeah,
for the
those games
Switch.
are fun.
It's for the Switch and PC, but it says
PS4, yeah.
And look at Rage 2.
Rage 2.
Same thing.
PC and PS4, although it says the Xbox One. Rock of Ages 2, Bigger and Bolder, comes out on the Switch on the 14th. Blades of Time comes out on the Switch on the, guess what, 14th. We have Darkwood comes out on the PS4 on the 14th.
Darkwood? Is
Yep.
that top-down one?
I have no clue. I've never seen it. Procedurally
like
generated in location. I think it is top down, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
dude.
is.
If you guys, yeah. That's what's that coming out on?
PS4.
That's one that's worth playing.
Is it?
I've never actually played it, but I've watched a lot of content on it. I wanted to do it on the show, but when I was doing the Wednesday night thing all the time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got around to it. But that game looks awesome. It's a ridiculous amount of energy went into the audio production of that game.
Oh, that's cool.
So even though it's a you could if you're looking at a picture of it, you can see it's top
Yeah,
down.
I'm watching the
Yeah.
trailer.
It's still super creepy, and
That's
it
what I
still
hear.
creates that real vibe.
Might be something I play
Yeah.
for October. Gives me
Yeah,
an
I
idea.
am for sure. Yo, let's. Oh, I wonder if there's a thing. I wonder if there's anything something to talk about and think about for later.
Yeah, definitely.
Do it at the same time or something.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to play that. I've always wanted to play. It's every once in a while it goes on sale. It's on Steam for not much. I think it's like $15.
That's
But
not
one of
bad.
the things that was really cool about these developers is they were like, apparently they put something out that said something along the lines of, look, we understand that not everybody has the money for it, so if you want the game, go ahead and pirate it. Just when you got the money, do us a favor and buy it.
Nice.
That's really nice.
You know, so and they put it on the Pirate Bay.
Aw, that's adorable
Yeah.
that they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, go ahead. We want people to play it. We want people to know about it. But if you like it, when you get the money, hey, you should really purchase the legit copy.
That's like those places that hand out like sterile needles to heroin addicts.
Yeah, they opened up a place in Washington State like that.
Yeah.
There's a Netflix thing about them.
Yeah, that's exactly like those. It's just like
That's a horrible analogy.
it's the exact
That
same
is-
thing though. Like
I don't know
Except-
if it's necessarily the same thing.
listen to me here, okay? All right.
If anybody knows about
All
their
right.
heroin needles,
Hold on.
it's gonna be
All right.
James.
All right, hold on. So listen to me here, okay? Going to the Pirate Bay is like grabbing a needle off the street for your computer. You inject it,
Yeah. Okay.
and it fills you
Alright.
full of who knows what kind of diseases. You may get a clean one, you may get one that's filled with AIDS. Who knows? Same thing with your computer. So you go to these
Right.
places, or these places provide you with these clean needles to help your addiction, which in this case, for the idea of Deadwood, is a gaming addiction because you need to play the video
Right.
games. So at least you're getting a one that isn't, full of computer aids.
Yeah, I guess that's one way of looking
So
at it. I
okay,
suppose.
so is that a good analogy or what?
Okay. Yeah. It's better explained when you say it that way.
Right, but the point of the
Essentially,
analogy
you're
is you
infecting
have
your
to
computer with
explain
shit.
Mhm.
it. I'm just fucking around. I'm kidding. But
Uh,
still, man, yeah, it's a good game. It's one that I would recommend for people.
On the 16th, it comes out for the Switch.
Really.
Oh,
And those would be cool on those more.
fuck!
I bet that would be. I bet these games would be fun for on those smaller consoles, like
Oh, yeah.
On oh man, here's an advert for you, right? It's you're sitting outside because let's be real, people they go in the woods, but you still got your game consoles
Oh,
and
yeah.
your phones and your little Tamagotchis with you. So like,
You have your Pokewalkers.
right sitting around, you're sitting around a campfire. You got that Darkwood game playing.
The
you
Legend
know,
27
vibing
keeps
out
killing
to the
me.
environment and in the game, like balancing it.
The Legend 27 keeps killing me. Oh no,
Yeah.
the Legend
All right.
27.
I digress.
Guys, the biggest release of the year comes out on the 16th.
Hmm.
Probably the biggest release in our lifetime. Bubsy, Paws on Fire, comes out for PS4 and PC. Bubsy the
Bubsy.
Bobcat.
I remember Bubsy, man.
So, I bought Bubsy 3D for...
Back in the day.
I bought Bubsy 3D for the PlayStation 1 at the exchange.
Nice.
And the dude's like, why do you want this? And I look at the guy, I'm like,
Why not?
because I hate myself.
It's a good reason.
Yeah, it's
It
very
is.
good. Castlevania Anniversary Collection comes out on the 16th for the Switch and
is it?
PS4. Castlevania Anniversary
Ooh.
Collection.
Nice.
Let's see what comes in it. we get. Oh, it's part of Konami's 50th anniversary celebration. We have 8 titles. Castlevania for the NES. Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Castlevania The Adventure for the Game Boy. Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Kid Dracula for the Game Boy. Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge for the Game Boy. Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo. And Castlevania Bloodlines that came out on the Sega Genesis.
Nice.
That's some pretty solid titles. Surprised
it
Symphony of the Night isn't on there, but, you know. What
that's not bad.
else? Oh, hey, guess what comes out on March 17th, guys?
Ah,
What?
Darkwood for the Xbox One.
Boom.
oh.
Oh, shit. The Dragon
YouTube's
Layers.
playing 2 ads every time.
Guilty Gear comes out on the PS4 on the 16th. Road to Guangdong comes out on PC, the early access version. Whatever that is.
That sounds fun.
And on the 17th, we have Dragon's Lair Trilogy comes out for the Xbox One. So, hey, that's your releases
Okay.
for the week. Oh, fuck.
Boom. Not bad. Not bad
Yeah.
at all.
Not bad at all. All
Well, I
right.
got nothing else.
I don't either.
I think that
We're going on
You
3
know,
hours, so
Word.
unfortunately,
they're always,
we're
shows
not.
are always much longer than we expect them
Yeah,
to be.
unfortunately, we're not going to be able to have any questions from the chat. But
No.
if you do have a question for when we have a sub, 2-hour show, Jeremy Walker, where can they send their questions to?
At Level Unlocked Podcast at gmail.com. Feel free to send us any questions, concerns, topics you want us to talk about, feedback, whatever it may be. Let us know. You want to have the application for Schroeder's role-playing GTA 5. Send us an email and we will respond as soon as possible.
Mhm.
You also can reach us at our Twitter at what, James?
LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL. What the fuck is this dude doing? LVL Unlocked Pod.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking out my window. I just see someone just back up across, like, there's an alley in my backyard. Just back up in my alley, pull into my backyard, and just. So basically, he's coming from here, okay? He's coming from the left. He backs up into my backyard and goes left.
It goes the same exact way you came.
Yeah. That's why I was like,
Legit
what the
guy.
that's why I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
That's hilarious. Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. As I am Mr. Jeremy,
Oh,
Captain _ Geach15.
wait.
What?
Guys, what's coming up? What's coming out?
Oh yeah.
Schroeder,
What?
how much more do you got on the server?
Oh, darn it. I don't even know.
All right, where can they find you?
It's almost done.
when-
It's almost done.
When you're done, where can they find you stream at?
That's going to be on twitch.tv/Splash Screen Gaming, as well as on YouTube, where we also post these videos. Another thing, we need to start promoting our Discord for the Level Unlock podcast a bit more.
I keep
We
forgetting
have
about it.
Yeah, man, we
be
have
honest
we'll start posting those in like the descriptions to our stuffs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can post questions there and comments and join the conversation and suggestions and all that stuff. So, but yeah, man, on the Twitch, on the YouTube, I have the Instagram and the Facebook and the Twitter and all that jazz. But I don't really Twitch is probably the best place right now, and the Discord. Like I spend a lot of time there, so actually I'm almost always there. So yeah, if you ever need to reach out, that's where we'll be.
Say hi.
What about you, James?
So I have on. If you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/People8Studios, you will see on Wednesday some more Yakuza 0. And on Thursday, you'll see Samurai Warriors 4 Empires. And on Friday, you'll see Resident Evil 4.
Really?
And then on
Nice.
Tuesday and Wednesday mornings and possibly afternoons, I am streaming Days Gone. So you can watch me play
Cool.
that. Walker,
Bam.
Oh,
Hit him
and
with
that's
that
and that's
dab.
on twitch.tv/people8studios and on Twitter @people810. Walker, where can they find you? What are
can
you doing?
find me.
What are you
I'm
streaming?
trying to find the guy who said he followed me on Instagram, but I don't know. Can't find it. He posted in my chat that he followed me on Instagram, but I think Trevor followed me on Instagram too. Thanks, Trevor.
I guess.
But myself,
I mean, I wish
I
Trevor
will
would
be-
follow me. Just saying. You know, I just-
Yeah, but you hate people. Like,
I mean, I'm just sitting here, just like, hey, I just need
from Big
7.
Booty, sir.
I just need 7 more followers, and then I'm hit 50 followers on Twitch. So I'm.
Oh,
just,
really? Are you that
I'm
close?
just sitting
Heck yeah, he
here
is.
for the past like 3 months, just.
You realize once you do that, you can't stream to those 3 places. Like,
Well, if I decide to
be a
go.
little more strategic.
That's if I
He's
decide
gotta-
to go affiliate.
yeah, if he accepts it.
If I accept it.
So yeah, go follow him. People at
Dap,
People at
dap,
H
dap,
Studios.
dap, dap, dap.
Yeah,
But
anyways, I'll-
PEOPLEIHATE Studios.
exactly. Borderlands, I'm probably gonna try to knock out a little bit by myself in my off time. But other than that, just Call of Duty, World War Z. If I decide to play that, whatever games me and James decide to play on the PlayStation now, random
knows?
ass games. We played some game where we killed giant ants the other
Earth
day.
Defense
That
Force
was kinda fun.
4.1, baby.
That was fucking weird. And Grand Theft Auto whenever it gets done, Schroeder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you can find me at Captain_Geek15 on the Twitter, on the Twitch, on the TubeYube, as well as Captain Geek15 on the Instagram because my other one was hacked and no longer exists. So, thank you, ladies and gents, for partaking in episode 15 of the Level Unlock podcast. As
Yeet.
always, you can find us levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com and anywhere podcasts are available. Audio only version will be live tomorrow.
Yeah.
As always, thank you, and we will see you next week. Ba, ba,
Bye.
ba. Deuces.
Hi, Trevor.
Go follow.
Who's
Go
all
follow.
about
Thanks
Bye.
for following me. I am very happy.
Peace out,
I'm ending my
guys. Peace
stream.
out,
Too
everybody.
many things.